Hello everybody, and welcome to the show! I am Wolfie Bane, your host for today, and we're going to be playing some more Savage Worlds with the good old friends that I have when we get into the Discord chat, which we aren't yet because, well, we start at 6:30. But, yeah. Thought I'd usually, since my streams start at 6, I pretty much go, well, I'll do a bit of a preamble, bit of a laugh, say hi to everybody, just do another couple of the little bits and pieces of, yeah, we're not going to be, my interaction with chat is not going to be quite as good as usual. You'll probably see me actually, like, waving and saying hi to people, like, mouthing it, rather than actually, interacting with chat when we actually start. Because I don't want to interrupt my friends and things like that, because I asked if I could stream this as a bit of fun, because it's, and also to free me up so I can actually, you know, join. Because, like, well, this is the counteraction we have to have for having me join, is it has to be streamed, because we want to do it at this time, because this is the time that most of us are free, but I'm only free if I have it be the stream. So, yeah, gonna be a bit relaxed, bit chill, and we'll be having a lot of fun. And I've got to go get some music, actually. Free. No non-copyright music. There we go. Always gonna have the Western music, which I love. But yeah, so I'd give a bit of a chat, bit of a fun before we start. Yeah, this is just, to give a shout out to who this actual music is. It is, Ledano on YouTube. And it is apparently Zitron Sound Wild West. Oh, apparently there's a few. There's quite a few, apparently, but this particular one, I'll give the shout out. Apparently, this is all copyright free, so the YouTube is Ledano on YouTube, non-copyright, country music, Wild West instrumental, no copyright. I thought I'd give it as a shout out. There's a bunch of people who are posted on that video, so it would be quite a while to go through them, and I want to chat. But yeah, every one of these music tracks on this particular one, go and check them out on SoundCloud or whatever the creator's actual thing is. I only use these ones because it says no copyright, but the creators are fantastic because I really like their work. Because they mainly do these. Apologies. I have no Coca-Cola today, I ran out earlier. Otherwise I'd be drinking more. But I'm sure I'll get a delivery partway through the stream. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? I'm having a fantastic day. Played a bunch of New World with people. We're doing bits and bobs. Had a crack at a world boss. Got on my ass. Absolutely kicked. But I still had a good go, and it was good. Good be fun. Oh yeah, and I might have found I found some art. I didn't do it. I'm terrible at art. I found some art on Google Images of what I am using now for my character. I'll see if I can get it up. Get a bigger image of it up. Yeah, here we go. This is the image I will be using. I found it on Google. No idea who the person was because I found it on Google. But it is definitely an Iron Warrior. I'm pretty sure it's an Iron Warrior from 40k. It seemed appropriate for my character because he's in like his big suit power armor, his big like breaching hammer. It seemed appropriate. It was also the only like space marine I could find which was wielding a two-handed thunder hammer. And that wasn't like a Terminator. Because he's not in Terminator armor. He's tough, but he's not quite that tough. He's in like an exosuit. An armored exosuit. Which I still don't know what it actually does. Hope everyone had a good time yesterday watching me playing South Park. It's a good game. I'm genuinely enjoying it, as weird as it fucking well is. Where it just, like, creeps me out. A lot of the time. It is a good game. Just getting the Discord ready so I can join when I see people move to the TTRPG chat. Oh yes, I will also, there is a chance next session, I'll do a few of the general purpose ones. Reference, my friends are not streamers. So just as a preference, they will probably forget that we're streaming. I've asked them all to please just not say anything which would get me banned. They're all good people, so I doubt they'd say anything to get me banned, but just in case. In addition, I am currently doing a audition on Wednesday, tomorrow, for someone who is interested in joining Geddon. So we might have another person joining Geddon, depending on how the... It's kind of an interview. It's basically just me going over, are they cool with being streamed? Are they cool with the world being how it is? And, like, making sure they're all totally cool with my GMing style. Because there's a lot of people who I personally I'm aware, not everyone is... My GMing style doesn't work for everybody. I 100% understand that. I am very, like, I don't give a fuck. Rules are what I say they are. And I will superpower and overpower my players to all degrees. And some people just don't like that. Which, there's no question. Yeah, it's not for everybody. I fully understand my GMing style is not for everybody. It is very lax and very just have fun. So I don't begrudge people. But if you like your crazy superpowers, and references to anime, and very chill, not really taking it that seriously, that's how I like to GM. So, we are maybe getting another person. No promises, though. Though they've got a glowing review from, a recommendation from one of my friends. One of the people who's already in the game. And they really want to play more D&D, and apparently they've been really liking watching the stream so far, so... Probably good. Yeah, we'll have some fun next week. I hope everyone liked the last little scrap and meeting the little goblin alchemist. It was a lot of fun. I had a blast last session. Was getting a bit tired. The reason why it ran a bit longer than the usuals is due to two reasons. One, Jay, who will actually be joining today, I believe he had a second campaign, which was like super late at night on Saturdays. I believe their campaign is finished, that he was having, or has moved, or something like that. So we're no longer like time constrained. But also, I wanted to have the fight that session, because I knew there was a chance we'd be introducing a new player the session afterwards, and I wanted the players to get a chance to test out their new abilities. And just see how much stronger they are now. Because they got some good buffs. We got to test out Totally Not Carnage. That Linus had. Gav gave us a real thanks after that, apparently. Apparently he's a real big fan of Linus's new abilities from his new friend. Or is it a friend? Or is it an enemy? We don't know yet. It's a fun little item. I'm very proud of it. We will have... That reminds me, I actually need to go and set that up on his Roll20. I haven't set it up yet. I told him what its stats did after the session. Or at least the abilities he knows about currently. It's a very cool item. It gives him some durability. It gives him some good offense. But it also can do nothing. He's required to make a check before it activates. And then it activates, it stays active for the rest of combat. Kind of like a concentration spell that doesn't require concentration. It's a very powerful item. Jay's character's getting even more insanely chimeric. Can't believe he got a second freaking hand. Jeez, it's obscene. He's got like 30 strength now. He's got 32 con, 30 strength. He's getting quite beastly, to be honest. He's not gonna like also... We decided like his fangs were also like walrus tusks. So he's got like the pair of giant hooked boar tusks going up and then the big pair of fangs going down. It was a lot of fun. And the Shadow Elf was also getting some buffs as well. He drank Nerian hot chocolate. That's what it was. That was what gave him his buff. Nerian hot chocolate. Hot cocoa beans with the power of life itself. Imbued by accident, because that's where they are from. But yes, that is a lot. It was a great time. Playing around Geddon. What else did we have that was fun? Oh yeah, I should go grab a snack. Yeah, Zariel's got... Zariel, by the way, I wish to say this as well. Last session, I actually fucked up one of the damage numbers because I was tired. The dice used for Zariel's antler attack was not supposed to be 32 d8s. It was supposed to be 16 d8. No, it wasn't. It was supposed to be 18 d8s. I fucked it up because I was very tired at that point. After like 5 hours GMing. So, apologies. That was the damage number was a little bit off. It was supposed to be 9 d8 piercing, which instead changed to 18 d8 because of the crit. That's what it was supposed to be. I basically counted the vulnerability before into the dice pool. For some reason, it was the whole thing. Don't worry too much about it. I did say in the chat afterwards, yeah, I was a bit sleepy. There wasn't supposed to be that much damage. Because, like, 300 damage is a lot. But, yeah, it was supposed to be, like, probably over 100 damage. Like, about nearly 200. But it probably wasn't going to be, like, 300 damage. Still was easily enough to one-shot, though. Yeah, that's the thing. A few people have asked me about Zariel's natural magic. She wanted to have a pet. But she also wanted to be she wanted to be big glass cannon damage, essentially. So I basically made her natural magic essentially function in a way that most of its utility comes from how she wants it to act in a way that makes sense. So she can make bigger animals, like she can make the griffin. Which can, like, soften her fall and help fly around a bit. She can make the saber-tooth, which can tackle things and cause, like, a pounce. But most of her ability just comes from pure damage, essentially. It has a lot less utility than the other natural magics, which is how it kind of balances. It's only good, it's only really good in combat. Outside of combat, it's not got really that much use. And it's only good at hitting things, and if she can figure out what damage it would work. That's why her numbers are a little inflated compared to the others. The others have their own powers in their own way, and they can use a great amount of versatility. Like Smith can use his ability to, like, make barriers and to create weapons that he can wield and enhance his abilities. Like, give him extreme increased durability or offense and things, or make him, like, roll around and create constructs. Similar in the way to the Shadow Elf. Their abilities work similarly in the fact that they're both, like, creation types. They have different strengths and weaknesses comparatively as well. And yeah, it works similarly. Linus's ability does seem the weakest, but it's mostly seeming the weakest at the moment because of the opponents they're fighting don't care about his invisibility. It gives him a lot of very powerful options if he uses it correctly. And he's clicking on ways to use his invisibility to do fun things. His is probably the most utility. It has got a lot of utility in the right kind of circumstances. He's got an invisibility that ignores true sight. It's very rare you get something like that. But he doesn't ignore blind sight. It's the ways and it's the ups and downs of things working. It's just the moment they're fighting a lot of enemies which have blind sight, so it doesn't really matter. Like, the vampires have a very good blind sight. And a few people have asked, how could the shopkeeper see him? Because he could. That is a thing which may be found out at some point, and maybe not. It's an interesting ability that shopkeeper has. What was his name? Volgar? Was that his name? I can't remember. It's been a bit. Been a few days, okay? I've got his name written down. Yeah, I also made up a couple more races. So I think I've told the players this, but I'll tell the Valgor, that was it. Valgor the Goblin Alchemist. The Master Alchemist. That's pretty much his title. Legendary Alchemist, one of the greatest in the entirety of Geddon. And by that verdict, pretty damn good as far as you consider in the universe. Yeah, I'm gonna go and grab a snack for a moment. See if I can find something to eat. I'll be back. I will be back shortly. Back in a moment, guys. You just listen to the Western music play. Hey, Rip. I'm back and I have bread. It's pretty much all I could find. Got a big cobweb cob. Yeah, it teaches me for forgetting to eat my pre-stream snack like I usually do. Because I was picking a fight with a world boss, which I came across that a few people were fighting in New World, so I decided to join in. Means I can't go cook anything. Like, if I was normally doing it, I'd maybe make myself a... I've got these little, like, pots of soup. I'm smarter soup. Because I'm a big fan of them. Yeah. Essentially, I do cook, and I do, like, properly cook my own meals. But for a lot of the pre-stream stuff, it's something that'll be done in like a couple minutes. And I'm too busy like concentrating on how to do the setup and things like that. So I'll quite often have a couple of little ready things that I can put in. But yeah, I was fighting today already. So didn't get the chance. Okay, people are starting to move. I'll wait till like one or two more of them are in. Before hopping into the chat. How the hell do we have a frame drop? We had a frame drop. It with hey, you got this on my task manager. I don't know. Is there something downloading? I don't know. I guess OBS may have had an issue just then. Weird. Oh. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this. Savage Worlds, I'm really enjoying Savage Worlds as a system. Even though a limited amount have played in it, it does seem a lot of fun. I'm liking the exploding. It's very rare you get exploding dice in the system. Oh, well, I should say exploding number dice. Exploding dice in general, I've seen in quite a few. But exploding number dice, that's a rarity. Which I am definitely a big fan of. Oh yeah, there was one thing which was interesting. The company that made Star Wars Edge of the Empire, which is actually the Star Wars system I've played in before, didn't play it on stream. It was a big Sunday campaign we did for like a year or so. They're making a new RPG, which I'm really looking forward to seeing how it comes out. Because they had some really good things in there. Admittedly, that system was literally only playable for Star Wars. If you tried to use it in any other capacity, it would not work. But it had some really good moments. It had some really cool things in it. And the campaign itself was good, but that was also largely with the players. The system was pretty good. Very good at Star Wars, specifically, and would never run it for anything other than Star Wars. But it definitely had potential to it. And hearing that they're making a new system for something, I think it might have been still Star Wars. Makes me just quite excited. It's kind of cool. What else is there? Looking forward to December as well. Because I'm a bit on a big Age of Sigmar kick at the moment. And in December, the models that I kind of want to make an army out of are coming out. And then that's all the dragons, the Draconith, are coming out in December. Which is right for Christmas time, so I think it might have been slightly planned. I get to play around with dragons. I got some games with people. I want to see if I can grab some people to play 1 or 2 games of Age of Sigmar, like kind of learn it. Maybe on Tabletop Sim. Get us kind of a, figure out how to go. I have a couple people who are interested in it. So, see if I can convince them. Just reset the music, just so. So we're prepped and ready. Yeah, I want to see if I can grab some people for that, because if we can, that'd be, I think that could be a bit of fun. Bam, 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 bam. I'm really looking forward to this. Super hype. But I'll join the chat in a couple minutes. Want to get a few people in. So it's not just super awkward for the one other person that's in there and put them really on the spot. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, you're live right now on your own. Or with just me there. It feels kind of mean. Also, I'm eating my bread. I'm real hungry. Oh yeah, the pork cutlets I had last night. Because I did mention these on stream. I was having pork cutlets, I said that yesterday. They were really good. I nailed it when I was cooking them. I put the oil on just right. Use a good amount of breadcrumbs, flour, eggs, good bit of salt, and I absolutely nailed the sauce as well. Oh, I love it. I really want to get better at cooking them though, because I can cook them and I think I'm pretty good. I want to get even better at cooking them, because I know there's room for improvement. Tonkatsu. That's what it's called, right? Tonkatsu. actually wasn't. Is tonkatsu with the curry sauce, or is it just the cutlets? I actually don't know. That's the thing that I need to learn. Katsu means curry, right? Or something along those lines. It is essentially curry. So, I don't actually know if it counts or not. Super good, though. I want to cook more stuff like that. Japanese cooking techniques, absolutely fantastic. I love them. They're so interesting and they're so good and they taste really, really good. Not gonna lie. A lot of them, anyway. There's a few I just don't think I'd enjoy. Like, what was it called? It was little beans. It was like fermented beans. It was that kind of thing. Don't think I'd enjoy that. Doesn't sound very me. I never liked sour, savoury food. I like sour and sweet together. I suppose I like, lemon and things, but mostly lime. I prefer lime. It's more sharp than bitter, I suppose. No, they're sharp than sour. I do not like bitter. At all. Really not a fan of bitter foods. But I've, yeah. Just a thing. Ah, people are joining now. So I will hop into the chat.
Tell them everyone's coming.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, it's a bait.
It's me with my chat.
Soup.
Soup.
So we are just waiting on our Jason at the minute.
No worries.
Yeah, my chat have had to listen to me prattle on for half an hour while eating bread.
That sounds awful. Why would you do this to them?
Because it's fun to torture them. It's still payback for what they did to me when I played Vermintide on stream.
Good. You deserved it.
I kinda did. Oh yeah, I went on Google and found art, which actually kind of looks appropriate for my character.
Yeah?
Yeah, I basically found an Iron Warrior, Space Marine with a Thunder Hammer. It's like,
Yeah.
not the farthest off from what he looks like, honestly.
Still doesn't beat my character out.
The horse.
Yeah.
You got that commission, didn't you, Tom?
Absolutely.
Definitely. The whole horse was commissioned.
But you had to buy a physical horse itself so it could be painted.
Yeah.
It was expensive.
The horse modelled for you.
Plus, it then did double shift because not only did I have a horse to get painted, but it came with free glue materials.
I
That's a free dinner.
thought you were going to say it comes with a free dude to ride the horse.
No. That would be awful. Can you imagine having to put up with a dude just because you bought a horse?
Do that. Way harder to stable a human than a horse.
At least the horse is made of valuable materials.
I mean, it depends who you ask. Humans could be made of valuable materials.
There we go.
Whoever joined there, great timing.
It would probably be our Jason.
It is our Jason. Which makes everybody, since we don't have a session night.
Oh, do not? Okay.
No.
See, I
Which
knew we
is-
couldn't trust.
Yeah, which is fine. We still have, like 5 people.
And
Almost
fair,
got
she was
myself.
mute.
She was
Or
mute.
characters.
The character was mute. Fair point, actually.
What do you have to say about this? Inexplicably broken hands.
Yeah. So Saoirse's character is actually here. She's just playing very in character this week.
Clearly.
Out of curiosity, does anyone actually, any character know sign language, or is it just all game charades?
I have no idea for sign
I believe
language.
someone said they did last week when we were discussing it. Because I believe that's how we got information out of it.
I believe what was said was that we can all know a vague version of the sign language. After all, we've been around them for a few months, and eventually we'd figure something out.
Also, they had pen and paper for complex ideas.
Oh yeah, wasn't it like we were creatively misinterpreting it half of the time? It's like, this is not the time to be thinking about ice cream, okay? We're in a gunfight.
Clearly. Ugh. If this is everyone, then Dan, do you need to
Yeah.
kick us off?
So when we left off, you had just made your way out of the university building that you'd found. A few shining examples of the loot that you were bringing with you, and you were making your way back to the city. Back to the dome. So
Man.
we'll pick up, I think, probably as you are arriving.
Okay. No more rabid dogs getting to attack us. Got it.
No. You're less likely to bump into stuff as you get closer to the dome because there are like patrols out amongst the solar field, like amongst all the panels,
Yeah.
just to make sure nothing gets in and damages them.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a security force. Okay. I don't remember half the materials we were collecting. I remember there were solar panels.
Solar
And
panels, 3D printer filament. Oh no, gold 3D
Gold.
printing
Mm.
filament.
Oh, wasn't that? I can't remember. I know I picked up something I was going to experiment on. I can't remember what though. So experiment on, investigate, maybe a better term.
yeah.
Oh, didn't you pick up solar panel research
took,
materials?
Yeah, you also just took, I believe, the hard drives out of some of the computers.
Oh, it's
That
the
was
hard
it.
drives, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I knew there was something important.
Knowledge. That's what we stole.
Yeah. We stole someone's porn folder.
Well,
Maybe. It's entirely possible.
I hope not.
I really hope not.
I believe it is at time to be getting back towards the town before we run out of food. I know we have dog for today, but...
Well, aren't we at town? We just made it back.
Yeah.
Oh, did we make it? Sorry, yeah.
Dan just said,
So
yeah,
what's the
we've-
normal procedure for going from the outside the dome to inside?
Yeah, do we need to decontaminate or something?
Or the gates, or is it just
You
free reign?
shouldn't. You'll likely just sort of, as you go in, you'll have a Geiger counter waved over you, just to make sure you've not been somewhere with us that's still like, fairly high in radiation, which you haven't.
Okay. I was about to say, and here's we
So
found out the
other
university.
than that, it'll mostly be a case of just showing off showing your documents.
Hey, we're going through airport security.
Mhm.
Nice.
Apart from we're allowed weapons.
Half the time they don't give a shit.
Yeah. They
Who
scan.
gets the extra checks?
Who gets the extra checks? It's guaranteed eat the robot. Probably.
Eat the robot.
Is he the robot
Racist
or?
against robot.
I mean, isn't that one of his flaws?
That's why he's been marked out for extra checks.
Yeah, I think actually they have the same for me, so it'd probably also be me because I have the same downside. People suspicious of giant man in power armor.
So we make it into town, right?
Yeah.
Do we have any contacts in this town for selling things? Might be a good idea to hit them up first.
Yeah, we don't.
I have to go to the company I work for
Oh yeah.
and report in.
You have to go to
You
Starbucks.
don't have to come with me, please. Don't.
Is that a request
with
for
me.
please don't come with you?
Well, I mean, you have to take the robot with you, don't you?
Yeah, the robot gets to come. The rest of you can do whatever.
We'll go sell this other stuff, I guess.
Yeah, if you want to sell that, I'll go back to my place and look at this hard drive.
Seems like a good divisional labor.
I should probably, to be honest, I should probably go and report that I'm back in town to my superiors.
No, we're selling things first.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go sell things without someone big and nasty looking nearby.
All right.
Have an animal. What's bigger and nastier looking than that?
Yeah, but
horse.
the animal isn't.
Horses are scary. Do not even
My dad got bitten by a horse once, to be fair. but-
Horses are scary.
Maybe you shouldn't have been horsing around and it wouldn't have happened.
I mean, I kind of lined up for that one. I'll
Yeah.
admit it.
Joe, I'm not sure what you were thinking, expecting no horseplay out of us.
There it was. There it was. I heard that one coming.
Yeah, you could feel that coming. Yeah, you do
Like, I
that.
think it would behoove us all to get a move
Oh my
on.
god, you don't get to start.
So who are we jumping to first?
We can do the two
So-
people going to Starbucks. I can't remember the actual name, so I'm just going to refer to their corporation as Starbucks.
Star Rocket Industries.
Yeah.
Starpoint design.
Starpoint. I knew it was Star something.
Go check them and just let them upload all my information onto something. It'll be fine. I have no rights.
You have no rights. Toast
So
ass.
what kind of building is it we go to, Dan?
Fairly low to the ground. It's more a warehouse converted into a working space than like a tall office building. It's just you go in. It's fairly open plan. There's machinery about the place for different kinds of prototyping, and a few offices actually closed off to one side, away from like some of the noise.
I assume I'll go to where I usually check in. I assume it's just paperwork
Yeah.
of what we find and all the basic stuff. I'm not dead. Hello.
Well, that's good. Rather you didn't.
Is there anything
That is.
anything happen while I was gone?
Steve is working on something he's calling a Solar Forge, but he says it's not worth talking about too much yet. Still trying to work out whether it would actually work.
What does it do?
It's meant to use, I think, it's meant to use the solar panels as a focus to just, rather than heating it up electrically, it's just meant to focus solar power down through a series of lenses for heating stuff up.
You mean like a giant magnifying glass?
Sort of, yeah.
Solar powered microwave.
Isn't that really dangerous?
That's why he's trying to work out if it would work.
That's the point.
Okay. I guess yeah, okay. No, I guess none of my business anyway. So yeah, I'll just take my pay and see what I need to do next, I guess.
Right, okay, so how did the trip out go? I'll sort out your...
Well, no injuries, no casualties. We found a university where there are plenty of old supplies, including solar panels, some 3D printers, filament, some of the good stuff.
Are you all going to be bringing it back yourselves, or do you want us to organise a caravan?
You're gonna need a caravan to go out there. There's no way a small group like us could carry the solar panels all the way back. Considering your friend apparently needs them, sounds like perfect timing.
Alright. Go on.
I just realized, like, who has the fob?
Here's the what?
I think Alistair had the fob last.
Yeah.
You say fob, you mean the hard
card. No, the card for the door to the university.
No, the thing you put on a keyring and it lets you into a door.
Yeah, I had it last, so I guess most probably me still.
Mm.
Unless you ask for it, and I'll just give it over. If you ask for it.
I probably would have.
You have it then?
Okay, I have it. I put the fob down on the desk. That'll get you in.
Alright. Picks up the fob, puts it in a bag with a note.
I also obviously put the
Well,
map down where we found it.
Are your group wanting to be involved in protection service for the unloading, or would you rather be heading out to...
Well, that's not up to me. What is my next job? Do you want me to go searching for new things, or do you want me to bust my ass doing this? You know I'm better at finding things, but I'll do whatever I'm paid to do.
Probably take us a week or so to put together a caravan anyway. You can always head out on a short expedition before then, or you can stick around. Probably does make sense for you to come out with us, just so you can work as a bit of a guide since you've been there already.
I'll take the map back then.
Okay.
Alright.
I say we'll probably be sending out caravan in a week or so.
Is there any small things I can be doing while that happens? If not, I will happily spend that paid time doing what I want. You know, sorry, just 1 second, Dad. Is there like is there like, I'm gonna say phones? Is there like phones and stuff,
Communicator.
or like radios, or something of that description?
You can probably use like a shortwave radio, but not a phone where you need an actual satellite connection, since not to keep those connections going.
Actually, everything that we would want would work near and around the dome, but the radiation probably messes with anything longer range.
So while I'm in the dome, they could, in theory, get hold of me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll say that.
Alright, probably worth you spending week getting prepared. If you go and see, what's the word I'm looking for?
Quartermaster?
Is it just Bearser for like somebody who's responsible for like handling the money?
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that.
Bursar, treasurer.
I only know it from Terry Pratchett, to be honest.
If you see the Bearser on the way out, he'll sort you out with your pay for the month.
Damn right. Thank you. And I will leave the person alone. And go get my pay. I assume Robot Friend is following me.
I assume.
You just are like, I think I am.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yet you went the wrong person.
Robot Friend can continue to follow you for now.
Just for now.
You'll get
Robot-
lost.
Robot Friend is following you until told to do anything else. So
The order will never come.
Do I get paid my usual amount that we talked about? Excuse me, sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll say yes, because I can't be asked trying to work out where the economics would fall and what the equivalent is.
If you need to change it later, it's not an issue.
You may get a pay cut
It's
or pay
because I've
increase, depending.
taken the rich perk, so I get paid an actual salary.
Oh, you actually have a salary, okay.
Yeah, I get 120,000.
No, it's not that she's going to get paid less, it's that she's going to accidentally induce hyperinflation.
Yeah, I get 12,000.
We're going to be like, yeah, we made all this money doing all these jobs. It's like, by the way, guys, this is worthless now. What happened?
I feel like it's going. What I was hoping is that when you guys bring in some good stuff, you guys will get paid extra, but I'll still only be being paid the 12,000. Because then I'm not getting any extra for how hard we work.
Yeah.
Kind of how I felt it could work.
it balances out because I don't get paid.
You get paid in existence because your
Yeah,
batteries.
we let you exist.
Your batteries is your pay.
Look, you think, therefore you work.
Does he think?
This stream does not induce robot slavery.
It's not slavery. He's not a person. You don't enslave your toaster. You just plug it in.
I don't know, I think people enslave their toasters. That's why they catch fire. Also, that's what mimics are caused by.
Phrase of the year.
But if there's no robot heaven, where do all the calculators go?
Oh no.
They just die.
They go to robot hell with what's his face from Futurama.
Did you mean the robot devil?
Is it actually robot devil? I couldn't remember if he had an actual name or something. If it was
No,
like
it's
Steve.
literally.
Is it Richie with
Yeah,
that?
clearly his name's Jeff.
Yeah. I thought it was something dumb like that, but I could be wrong. It's been a while.
Alright, I'll make sure my pay is safe.
Yep.
And I'll turn to my robot companion and kind of... Do you need repairs or anything? No, you're good?
Negative.
You're
I don't
not.
think
You're,
it does.
you're no good.
I do not recognize good or evil. I am neutral.
I am a machine. I do not have morals.
Obviously no one's there, but she looks so uncomfortable. Okay. Sure.
You do.
Do you need a report in?
Do I? I don't know.
I mean, we probably should make sure they get any readings they need from you. You are a test model, after all.
Understood.
I think the robot unit's this way? I'm gonna go where I think he's supposed to go.
I guess I continue to follow.
It'll just be a case of stepping back out onto like the actual work floor and having a wander around until you find the person responsible for the prototype. Who you'll likely have liaised with before on account of the fact that you've been assigned to look after it.
The other handler.
Which I assume you just sort of walk up to them.
Yeah. We both just kind of walk in with him
Ah,
behind me.
when did you two get back? Oh,
A few minutes ago.
Exactly 3 minutes 47 seconds.
Thank you.
You are very welcome.
He's in one piece, and I guess chatty. If that's what you call a chatty robot.
Chassis is unexpected, but
Status update. I have not been damaged. Unfortunately, many good boys were harmed on this expedition.
We killed a pack of wild radiated dogs.
Still not sure where that came from. Not the dogs, just the
Good boy.
deep-seated requirement in its code to refer to them all as good boys.
Well, I hope that's one of you.
I imagine.
Oh.
it's-
That file was installed by error. File not found.
It was a student. It was definitely a student.
Oh, that's not. Yep. Leave him here. I'll do a diagnostic. Make sure there's nothing.
Oh, sure. Will he need to go back out again, or?
We'll give you a radio when you can pick him up.
Yeah, sure. I'll pick up some stuff and be back for him soon.
Yes. Thank you. Right. Well, what's going on with you? You are way more emotive than you were when you left.
It's learning.
Yeah, like, it'll just be a case of you briefly get shut off. I start popping your panels open as
Reroll your character. You died.
You explode, actually. Killing all of us with you with your solar battery bursts.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's a new person. We have to go get a different player. It's the same character, a different a different soul inside. Oh dear.
Yeah.
You turn me off and back on again.
It's more like put you into a low power mode so you can have a look through your systems and your files to see why you're being so emotive.
How many of the files are just 8008?
Not necessarily to change anything, more to see why you've developed this way. Like, is it in response to any specific stimulus?
Horse.
Who knew? It was all the horses the whole time.
If you really want, we can blame it on horse.
I don't know what caused it. It just happened.
Oh, it would be either a horse or Alice's character rigging him to look less like a solar panel.
While
Could be
they're
that.
meeting with
Yeah.
him, I'm just going to be leaving.
Yeah.
Plausibly just out, and then I'm sure that'll be a jump to someone else at
Yes.
the same time period.
Yeah, sure. Who wants to go next then?
I can.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so what I said I was going to do, and what I'm doing is I'm heading back to my home.
Yep.
Which is mostly best described as like a mechanic's garage, but in terms of its cleanliness and its state of building, i.e. it's a tip and it's not the best. And there's a little bed in the corner.
Yeah.
And with the hard drive, I'll take it to a beaten up computer that I have and plug it in to start trying to download the content of the hard drive onto the computer so I can start reading through it.
Okay, what's valves?
I am Valves.
It'll probably be an electronics check.
Okay. Could I try a jack of all trades first to see if I can bump my electronics up?
Does it bump up or does it just raise you to a minimum value?
If I can't remember the name of it now because it's been 2 weeks, but if I get the go over 5, is it? It goes
Four.
to D6.
You get a raise. You get a raise.
Get a raise, that's it. So raise would help, but otherwise it just doesn't do much.
Yeah, don't see why not.
Oh yeah, where's my cheat sheet?
Where's jack of all trades? What does jack of all trades need again? I think it's just smarts. Yeah.
There it is. I found my cheat sheet.
I'm gonna go with no. So I'll roll a normal electronics. Which is a fail.
Yeah, so you try and sort it out, but you don't seem to have the right cables and stuff to connect it up. You don't want to risk breaking it by trying to force a connection or trying to work your way around it.
Like, do I know what cable I need? Like, HDMI, blah blah blah. Or does it need a special cable?
No, it's probably it would probably just be a case of taking it out with you and looking for a cable using the slot on the thing to check.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do then, because I'm gonna be extra paranoid here, is feel free to stop me because I'm making this up as I go here. Is I'm going to effectively get a bit of basically what I want to do. I'm not sure how fully to do it. Is I want to basically mold the port so I can keep the hard drive safe here, and then just carry around with me a mold of the port to compare what I need. Is that possible?
I'll say you can, but you will need to roll to make sure you don't damage the port making a mold, because you don't want to accidentally pull it out and pull out some of the pins and stuff inside with it.
Yep, definitely not a bad idea, but is that electronics again?
Yeah, I think so.
Any modifiers?
No.
Yay, one pass.
Hey, got past this time.
So you do succeed in taking a mold of it. You're lucky in that you make it mold and you think it might stick a little bit, but it doesn't. It pulls nice and clean off the pins inside the slot.
Perfect. Okay then, so what I'll do then is I'll put the hard drive in most of the little small safe I have by my desk.
Yep.
And just lock it in there and put in the code, and then I'll head out to try and find the other two that went shopping and join them in the shopping, but in particular looking for the port I'm after.
Yeah.
Which I think is mostly a good jump cut to the other two.
Yeah.
Okay. So with Belves on his way over to the shopping district, you two are over there, presumably looking to see if you can find a buyer for some of your bits and bobs.
Yeah. I imagine there's like a general, like, just salvage person.
Yeah, I was going to say sort of junkmonger and parts sellers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm imagining at the very least that I'm probably not the one who's most acquainted with any kind of seedy underbelly of the city, so probably going to be legitimate traders if I.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
with us two, yes, the two military people. Yeah, we go to whoever's legit.
Properly licensed traders of junk and things.
Mm-hmm.
Couple bits, like you'll probably end up just going to one of the more well-regarded redistributors. Sort of, they work with quite a few reclaimers. Like as sort of, they will. What's the word?
They're the kind of person who, if we come back with a good haul, won't shoot first and ask questions later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a word I'm trying to think of, and I've gone blank on what it is.
Describe the word.
Reputable?
No, it's like when you are looking at like a jewel and stuff and saying whether it's good or not.
Appraiser.
Praise you.
That's it. Don't know why I went blank on the word appraiser there, but I did.
It's
But yeah,
fair.
so somebody who can appraise the type of salvage you might bring back, to see what it's worth, sort of explain why to you, and then work with you to find a buyer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we go there then.
Just make his way down. He's in a small office building just off to the side of the market. Somewhere where you can control the amount of light getting in and out through the windows, just in case he needs.
Any of the not quite so reputable appraisers want to have a word, essentially.
Not necessarily that, but just if he needs something in like a really good light condition, he can open the windows. If he needs a little bit darker to see into something without it glaring off a screen or anything like that.
Alright. I'll take the lead on this one.
Yep, 100%.
Look big and scary to anyone that might be taking a sideways look at our package while we're getting it unloaded.
I have been. I very well know. Sentinels don't make good negotiators. Sweet. So.
Do we know this trader? Have we worked with him before, or is this
You probably
more
don't have a close relationship, but as one of like the more reputable traders, you've probably worked with him a time or two.
Yeah, he does a lot of business.
Yeah. Like, if you know him, it would be to the degree that you know the person in your corner shop.
Yeah. If you have, one of us, each of our individual superiors would have probably pointed us in his direction at one point, and we've just gone there ever since.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'll take the lead as we head on in. Hopefully with the big guy carrying a big old blanket full of stuff.
Yeah.
Afternoon.
We got a fresh load for you. Decent haul.
Right. Okay, put it on the desk.
Not put it down on the table gently. Yeah.
Got a few panels in there, a couple of batteries and things.
Okay,
Some
well,
very interesting research paperwork. Oh, and a couple of small bottles of something you might be interested in.
okay. What can you tell me about what you've found so far?
Smaller versions, some prototype solar panels we found. The documentation and paperwork is old research notes from some institution or other about sort of improving efficiency of solar panels and things. What else? I'm trying to remember what the other guys picked up that would be in front of me.
The
Oh,
gold.
spools of cable, I believe we got as well. A few wires, that kind of thing. And the bottles are gold-based printer filament for them big old 3D printer thingies that you guys are always, laxing lyrical about.
Well, that one is a strong find. Might be a little harder to find a buyer for, just because not everybody has a 3D printer that can use it. But I'm sure we'll find somebody.
If we could get it up on a bed, how much would one of the printers go for?
Probably have to see how good the condition is, but imagine a couple thousand.
Might be worth a trip for us then.
Mm-hmm.
What do you reckon with this lot then? It's got to be worth more than a smile and a pat on the back.
Yeah. You sort of pick them up, dust them off, sort of have a look around for labels and stuff, see if you can spot anything that's on them, and see where it's faded, and use like magnifying glasses and that to try and pick out the writing where it's faded, but is still visible, just to try and figure out exactly what he's got to hand. You just see him separating into different piles as he goes. Nichrome, copper. Puts the filaments down to one side. Okay. Pick up the panels. Okay, turn it over. Unscrew the back. Open a little halfway circuitry.
Just remember, the more he hesitates, the more it's probably worth.
Okay, so your panels aren't currently functional, but that can be changed. They can be fixed, and the actual panel structure isn't standard. I imagine. Where did you say you got them from?
Oh, I'd need to check in with the others that were pulling them. I was carrying the load. I believe they picked up those research papers in the same place. That might give you more of a clue.
That makes sense. Looks like they were testing different materials for the panel construction. Seems like from the papers like they were testing whether changing the material you could make more power with different wavelengths.
So, promising stuff then.
I'm not sure how much use we've got for it here right now, but definitely would be. It definitely has potential.
They're the right buyer, the right kind of time frame. Kind of thing you might be sat on for a little while, but you know you're going to make payday when it comes.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that. Even just selling them to researchers themselves as examples to reverse engineer from alongside the research papers. Right. You may see this one. Looks like it works. From the research you can see, looks like it works best at blue-green wavelengths. So while we might not necessarily have much use for it right now, that does mean that we have an option for a solar panel that would work more efficiently at depth underwater, because your blue and your green light penetrates further down.
The underwater solar panel. So what you're telling us is it's worth a reasonable chunk then?
See, it's, as I say, it's not usable right now.
Oh no, I know, and I'm expecting some of the value to be taken up by, you know, not being convenient to use, but you know what them science people are like. You tell them that you've got something that helps them grow food in the middle of an ice wasteland, and I'm sure they're biting your hand off for it, even though I haven't seen ice. Well, yeah, I haven't seen ice.
Period. End of sentence.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sure you can talk science to me about these panels
So,
and things all
you've got-
day, but
You've got the 2 bottles of filament, of like gold
Yeah.
filament. Those are sealed, they've not been opened.
completely untouched by the ravages of time.
They're probably worth a couple hundred each. Like gold's a precious metal. Like, even if we can't find a printer to use them in, we can we can find a way to get the gold out. It's used in a lot of circuitry, so that's obviously handy. Your various spools of wire, always gonna have demand for wire, but nothing particularly.
Special.
Yeah, not particularly special. Like you got some copper, but it's quite thin, which means it'll be fairly high resistance.
I mean, it didn't feel like it was that bad when we were taking it out.
No, it's just how wire works. In a thinner wire, you tend to have more resistance. Provided, like,
I know, I'm just telling you it didn't give us any trouble on the way over.
I'm not saying it would. But yeah, so I say probably a couple hundred each for the resins. Your wires as a whole, for what you've got here, I can probably offer you as. How much wire did we bring?
We're quite a bit.
Obviously, we missed off last week.
I think we were just kind of loading up as much as, we took a couple of panels, but the main things we were loading up on was spools of wire and odds and ends.
It was
Stuff that wouldn't be easily identifiable where it came from.
It was basically me and the horse, more or less full inventories, so a lot.
Okay. So I say, I can offer you a couple hundred each for the resins. This much wire, I can probably offer you as 100 just for the assorted wires. I don't think I can put a price on the panels right now. They're the type of thing where I'd have to ask around research and education circles to see if there's anybody working on that sort of thing that would be interested.
So what, 700 all told for the wire and the filaments, and percentage or whatever you end up shifting the panels for?
5.
5%.
No, 500.
Oh, 500 all told, plus the percentage or whatever you sell the panels for.
Yeah.
What percentages we're talking? 80-20 half over?
So standard price for negotiating something like this is Yeah, probably about 80-20, 70-30. Depends on how difficult it is to move.
How about we split the difference then? 75-25.
That works for me.
Alright. Ship is a
Take me-
500, and we'll let you handle the rest.
Yeah, you'll take a minute. You'll write down brief contracts to say that he's got such and such of yours to be profits to be split 75-25 upon finding of a buyer.
Mm.
And then he digs through. His drawer opens up and he twists a bit safe that you just can't see. Pulls out the money for you.
Alright. Good doing business with you. I'm sure we'll be back.
Yep. My character said almost nothing this whole time. He's just been nodding along.
And that's how we do business.
Mhm.
Now, where are we heading from here? We going back to the Kook's place?
Probably. I gotta go and report that I'm back in town as
alright.
well. So.
Well, I'll meet you guys back at the Kook's place then.
Would this be at the time I show up?
Yeah.
We're kind of easy to spot.
You're probably able to see them talking outside of the buildings as you arrive from the market.
I was outside as well, so I assume I could also appear.
Yeah, can do.
Did we get any money from our goods?
500 all's told. Plus, we're waiting on a percentage coming back from the solar panels and the research notes.
Can I get a few to cover a cable for the hard drive? It needs a special cable.
Yeah. Hang on. How many of us are there? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I assume Saoirse's character's just with us because why wouldn't they be?
Right, they can voice their objections.
Could be, or it could be that they've got in sort of giving you a note to say, sort of, come and find me when you're ready to leave, and they've gone off to do their own thing.
Yeah.
Well, for now, we'll split these 125 each way.
Yep.
And I'm sure we can deal with their split at some other point.
Yeah, where do you put money in on your character?
For reference, when I say 125 each way, I'm obviously not counting the robot.
Yeah.
I assume
don't think
you
any of us
include
were.
me as well.
I'll say, are you counting Jim, who has a
I
regular
assume
salary?
you didn't include me.
Oh, do I not have to include you either? Hang on.
No, our deal is you keep whatever you sell,
Okay.
but I'm not breaking my ass to get it for you.
That's fair.
In that case, we only have to split it three
Yeah.
ways.
Exactly.
You're working with Opal largely, I assume it's Opal largely because there is strength in numbers working out in the
I
cascade.
could go alone, but it's a risk, and I'd rather have help. So I help them get their stuff, and they help me do my job.
It's a fair trade.
It works.
Yeah, where do you
I just don't tell them how much I get paid.
I guess you guys get 166 each then.
Sweet.
Yeah,
I'll take the
I guess-
remainder for the cable.
I guess stick it in your quick notes if there's nowhere specific to put.
Yeah, I was looking. I can't seem to find anything.
Wait,
so-
are you saying you're pocketing the 0.6 of a coin as well, Alistair?
Yep.
Damn, I shouldn't have trusted the science geek to not notice that I was going to keep 2 extra coins.
What was it? 165? Was it?
Yes.
I don't remember how much it actually was.
166.6666.
166. Got it.
that extra coin I'm going to put to the cable as a group buy.
Yeah.
That's how I'll class it. So I'm most going to need to spend a bit more time here looking for a cable.
Yeah.
So if you guys got anything else to do, you feel free to come with me, but maybe a bit boring with me.
Shit, I should tell you guys. If you guys need work in a week, they're going back for some retrieval work. Nothing exciting or anything, but
Work as
Well,
work.
what you're saying is be back in town in a week.
I'm sure they'll actually pay you, yeah.
Seems good.
Alright, well, I guess you go find yourself a cable. The rest of us should go find about a week's worth of work.
Yep.
Won't
Not
take me a
just-
week to find the cable.
Yeah.
Sorry?
It won't-
No. We'll hire you on as a spot as well.
We'll give you a buzz when we find something. Is what they
Perfect.
mean. Wouldn't go anywhere without you, Doc.
That's very good to hear. Okay, so I'm gonna, as I say, disappear to find said cable. Is
Yeah.
there any challenge in doing that, or is it quite a common cable?
It'll be fairly common. You'll probably get one for like $5, like say
Monies.
$5 or
I just
something.
put five money.
5 money.
Yeah, that's what I've put at the moment is money.
I'm gonna pay 6.66666 money.
Sure. You get one with a braided cover.
Oh yeah.
It's
Told
signed.
you that made it was worth it.
It's
Living
signed.
life.
And then once I've got the cable, I'll head back to my place and try again with the hard drive.
Yeah.
Do I need to make another electronics roll, or does it work
So
this time?
You've got the cable, so you can plug it in.
Perfect. So what do I find on this hard drive?
A lot of it's got old programs that you don't really have the equipment to go with, but it does have some personal work saved on it alongside your spectrometer programs and such. It seems to be you have on there the second draft where somebody's been to go alongside some of the notes you've taken and you brought back. Somebody has attempted at writing up the dissertation, their essay, based on the research. Obviously not the final product. There's a fair few saved PDFs of solar panel research that they were clearly using to work on their own with. You can see some of them have been quoted in the write-up that they've been doing.
Okay. Am I able to, I guess, two parts here. Am I able to first of all gauge whether this research is still effectively research in today's time? Because I'm presuming this paper is quite old. And then onto that, am I able to work out if this research is valuable to anyone or has any value at all?
So for the most part, it seems to just be based on. Actually, tell you what. Where's your thing? There's your thing. Just so I can keep an eye on what the different skills are. I'll say science, so that we can see what your scientific knowledge on the subject is to know where this research would stand.
So that's one raise, I think.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, let's see. A lot of this is obviously there've been some advancements in solar panel technology since you've been here, but with the lack of resources, it is hard to make significant advances because you don't have the resources to be constantly testing new stuff. A lot of the research and advances are theoretical, so there is some decent stuff here because some of the data that's on there and some of the research and the notes that you can see in the dissertation give data sets to go alongside some of the theorized improvements.
Okay, that's very useful then, and I'm going to gather from that that it has some value. So what I'll do then is, while the others are searching for a job, is I'll spend time effectively compiling the useful bits on the hard drive together.
Yeah.
In preparation for it to be sold, and whoever buys it has the convenience of I've done the hard legwork for them and it's all right there in front of them.
Yeah.
So I'll spend time doing that.
Okay. And then, yeah, I can't see making you roll anything for that just to collate the useful data.
And then when everyone's back together, I'll look to sell it and ask people about a black market trader I can use.
Ooh.
Okay. Right. So, obviously, you just have a little bit of money now. Are you wanting to buy anything while you're under the dome, or are you wanting to just head out on something short while you wait for the call back?
I imagine I'll go to the Sentinel base and just pick up like more supplies and things. I'm assuming there's some sort of like small garrison-y thing here, which I can go and like. There's a quartermaster who sells supplies for us, which I'll go pick up a few.
Error, Robert. You
Error.
will be you'll be released like later that day. So they've more or less just they've gone through your code to see why you've developed the way you have, so they can figure out how your code is working over a longer period of time. You've not had any changes to it because changing it defeats the point of sending you out this as an experiment.
Congrats, Jay. You still have a brain.
Yay.
How much would another like week's worth of supplies be, Dan?
Let's have a quick look.
Just of standard like trail rations, essentially. Nothing fancy.
Where was it written? Is it under ration in here?
That'd be under like the other gear section.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There's a vehicles. Trail rations looks like you get 5 meals for 10 money that keep for a week.
Okay, I'll just buy it.
An MRE, which lasts much longer, would be 10 for 1.
Okay, I'll buy just another bunch of trail rations for a week. I guess I'll buy 10. I'll have some extra meals. So I'll spend 20 on that, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, since obviously you expect them to be back within a week, you wouldn't need to shell out for MREs.
Yeah, exactly. I'll put that cost 20.
I don't know if anybody else is wanting to get some trail rations off you, to just wanting to like hunt and stuff while you're out.
If we end up on a job where they...
You muted your mic, Tom. Or you've knocked it or something.
Yeah, he's muted.
I was gonna say, was planning to see what kind of job we get first, because I don't want to buy them and carry them if we end up picking up a weekly long job where we're gonna get fed.
Yeah, fair.
So get the job first, buy supplies for the job second.
Yes, sir. I assume I
Let's
just
not,
always go and buy them.
Yeah, let's not bank credits we haven't earned yet.
Yeah.
So presumably there's an area where we can normally find people wanting things done. I'm picturing some kind of watering hole. Would we have a watering hole? Is that...
There'd be a bar type thing where people are selling like moonshine that you can clean tin with. Probably.
Yeah.
There'll be somewhere. There might also be like a missions wanted board somewhere as well.
Yeah. So there will be like places you can go for a drink and that. Some of them will be just like private bars, but there will be sort of organisations, essentially guilds as it were, like if we're using like MMO terminology, of just where solo reclaimers get together so that they can come, like they can form ad hoc groups for potential jobs.
So a
A,
good place to find work.
a place like that, you'll almost certainly have
Yeah.
something to drink.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take the bulk of the group that we have with us in the direction of one of those and start looking out for our prospective new employer.
The week. I do have her say, it can't be any longer than a week.
I know.
I leave you guys there.
We
I
know.
have
We
to be
know.
back
A
to
week.
work.
Look, I'm not gonna turn down. I'm not gonna get rid of one good-paying job in the name of one that's probably a medium-paying job.
I'm afraid I don't get that luxury.
After I've done my reporting, it would have just been like, say what
back.
we saw. I'd have immediately gone like looking for him again and assume they'd probably go to the same kind of place. So.
As you're about and you're looking for work, I assume you have a drink or two while you're there.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I do, but I'm really antisocial.
I wouldn't take my helmet off.
If
I
you're
wouldn't.
looking for something short term, you're probably looking for something closer to the dome.
Mhm.
But a group, like a fairly large group like you'll end up with potentially a couple options at the end of the night. If you... Tom, I assume you're the one doing the bulk of like asking around and negotiating.
I believe I'm the
Face.
designated, hey, I can go over with a drink and talk to people without getting punched in the face member of the party.
Or have them leave.
Yeah.
I'll say-
If it helps, I don't dress like I work for a company.
Yeah. So I'll say if you roll a blanket persuasion then as a sort of working the crowd, so to speak, to get some job offers.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Persuasion. Any modifiers or?
Not right now. Like, if you were to be like buying them drinks and stuff, maybe. But if you just work in the crowd,
15.
A 15 and a 1. Thank God for the 15.
okay, so 4, 8, 12, so 2 raises.
Nice.
Yeah, you end up with a couple job offers.
Actually, what
If you were to narrow it down to the most promising, it will come down to probably 2 or 3. So, first, there has been a group of scabs recently operating somewhere along the outskirts of the solar field and essentially making off with panels and stuff. The company who owns that chunk of the field is looking for somebody to go track them down to recover it.
Okay.
And assuming that the panels come back whole, they're willing to offer you the cost of, like, they're willing to offer you a bonus
Alright.
for essentially what the lost profit of the time that the panels have been missing was.
Okay.
There is a food production company who has word on a small seed vault nearby. Was wanting to just get stuff to one side, bring some of the stuff back so that they have samples of all these various like pre-cascade foods that they can then potentially breed to get some more crops going.
Mhm.
But obviously they've not got a guaranteed location, they just have heard that it might be here.
Alright. Are those the two
Those are
options?
the only options.
And
Oh.
number 3
Okay.
would have been an offer from the guy who founded the essentially the Reclaimer affiliation that you start drinking in, as a sort of, you're fairly experienced, I'll offer you some money to take out some of the newbies and teach them the ropes.
I thought we were going on an assassination.
So did I!
was like-
There are some newbies that are really annoying. Can you go and kill them, please?
Take care of them.
Yeah. Take them out to
Look,
the
I've
waste.
used that excuse before.
Right.
Same.
I'm gonna bring this back to the party and go, right, guys. Have we got everyone? Looks at robot, looking tinny.
Yeah, we totally went and picked him up. I totally went and picked him up.
Yeah, he made
You
his
would
own
have
one
had,
here.
you would have had your radio to go and pick him up at some point.
So,
I totally wanted to.
If he
What
didn't, I'd
options
find
then
him
that we've
wandering the
got?
streets and I'd have brought him.
so we've got a few scavs apparently nuisance in the town. They've been nicking the panels. I'm imagining that's pretty time sensitive because if our pay is tied to the panels, we get those panels back. They didn't seem to particularly care how, but we get the panels back, we make our payday.
Okay. So always a good
I
bet.
don't imagine those scavs going to give the panels up willingly.
They'll give them
Anyone
up as willingly as everyone else did.
Well, that's the certain one. We've got a potential seed vault that one of the consortiums wants us to go grab some samples from. And when I say potential seed vault, they think they've heard where it might be.
Well, I don't like the sound of that, particularly since we've got like a week. If we had maybe a
But-
month, but
That's just a go
That's
out
one
there.
way you'll be
track it
confirmed
down.
for paying for. You'll be paid something for confirming either way, but if it's there, you'll get more.
yeah.
So not fantastic,
Mm.
but potential to go bigger on it, and everyone likes new food in the canteen.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
And last one, they want us to go take a couple of newbies out on a milk run. Yeah, that was my thoughts. So we either go shoot up some scavs, spook them a bit, see if they can hand over those panels, and if not, we take them. Or we go hope and moping around ends and see whether or not a seed vault exists.
I like the idea of the deal with the scavs. It's always more useful generally to get rid of these asses. Plus,
Yeah.
we also don't even know if there is an actual vault, and I'd rather not just be tramping around looking for something that might not actually exist.
Yeah, the seed vault job, I imagine, will still be here if no one else picks it up. Those solar panels are going places quickly.
Yeah.
Last thing we need is the town losing power.
True that.
I think we should do the vault.
Really?
1 for 1. I guess Kooky Man. What are your thoughts?
Kooky
Scientist.
man.
You.
Nervous,
I'm
You're
you.
the kook.
I'm back in the group now. I thought I was
Oh,
away.
Oh, I thought you were coming back.
Yeah.
you just away for the whole night?
Yeah, because this is like
Oh, has
the,
it been the long time now?
this has been the evening, yeah.
Oh, we're in the bar. We've been in the bar for a
sorry.
few hours.
I'd vote for the vaults myself. I don't like the other option.
All right. Well,
2 for 1.
I guess the vault we'll go with then.
Yeah, fair.
Doesn't the robot get a vote?
No.
What?
Robot's not even there.
You are there.
We agreed
You're
with
there.
it, not you.
We just went and picked you.
Connor,
Oh, when?
Like about a minute ago, we
Right.
literally said you either had Jem go and pick
Alright.
you up, or I found you wandering the streets after you've been thrown out, and I brought you.
I'm not sure I like the idea of giving the Tin Man the vote. Isn't that just giving the company girl 2 votes?
I'm grinning.
I
It's
mean-
very much that.
I mean, we might as well, because otherwise you're going with the company girls anyway. So
No. Look, if we start giving the Tin Man a vote, she's going to demand we give the Tin Man the vote every time.
Test Ben, mimic me.
Mimic me.
There you go. See?
There you go, see.
I vote for the
I
vault.
vote for the bull.
So,
Oh,
with
dear.
2 votes, we're going with the vault.
I think that was 3 of us.
I counted 2.
2.5.
Cancel that operation.
Cancel that
Test
operation.
Ben. I knew he was going to do it. What, the robot has to be useful for something.
I mean,
I mean, I imagine it'll take at least 1 bullet for me. It's in the size of that shield on him.
they make great cover.
I've already said this. You two are being broken before he is.
Alright. In that case, grab yourselves about a week's worth of rations.
Mm.
I'm gonna do the same, see what we can get going. I'm gonna see if we can pick up a couple extra clips while I'm at it.
Probably
Well,
not a
what
bad
kind of information do we have on this vault so far?
Got a potential location.
Okay.
I think I've got an idea what it should look like.
That'll do. That's all we ever have.
More sometimes.
idea.
Rarely. We think it's here. Alright.
We think it's here. It probably looks like this. Done.
It might be
Look,
dead.
You've actually
Makes
got a
sense.
potential location. You don't just have mild rumors of a place that could exist.
Yeah, we haven't just gone, hey, I found a brochure that said they were thinking about building something here once. Maybe we should go check it out.
Before we leave, do any of you have ties to scrupulous traders?
Scrupulous or unscrupulous?
Unscrupulous.
Nope.
I'm really not a fan of formal wear, I'm afraid.
What? Okay, I just want to sell this hard drive. And I don't want to sell it to the big corp that want, or
I'll
the
buy
big
it
corp
from
that most
you.
obviously. How much
I don't want
A lot
to don't want to start
research?
Like 200?
Worth more than that.
How?
It's got tons of research on it.
And?
I mean, they are the
Search
one.
for any old merchant and I'll get 500.
I mean, they are the one.
Doubtful. If they don't know what's on it, they don't care what's on it, and you have no way of proving what's on it, there's no way they'll even buy it.
Any other offers? Or any suggestions?
Oh, you can go to the
I mean-
Sentinels base. They'll probably buy it for a fair
Yeah.
bit.
I
I
mean,
could
we could
purchase
take
it
it.
for one hug.
Deal for the hug.
Don't. Oh, okay.
Well,
Well, I guess.
well, that just happened.
I mean, everybody needs a little bit of love, even if it's weird.
Right.
In all seriousness,
How-
what was
okay.
your other sensible suggestions?
Yeah, the Sentinels, which are
Yeah,
the
I was
people that
gonna
I
say,
work
you-
for, who I'm one of them,
Yeah,
will probably
I
won't buy
might
it.
suggest the...
The big tough guys who scour the world, yes, they're gonna love this hard drive of knowledge.
What, these
It's too
people who
late.
these people have organized power armor units? Yes, I think they probably might.
It's too late. He jokingly agreed. Testbed is giving him a very large and uncomfortable hug that's probably too tight.
I appreciate the hug, but you're not getting the hard drive.
That is thievery. I shall report you to the guards.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do you just
it's
turn to
like-
me and report him to me?
It's like
Do,
being
yeah.
embraced by the safety harness on a roller coaster if you took all of the soft foam off it.
I just turn to your character and report the fact that he is
Yeah.
not giving me something I have paid for.
I understand,
understood.
Testbed.
I'm afraid to say that I haven't really dealt with anyone other than the main people in the markets.
Okay, let me, before we head up then, let me ask around. I may have a few merchants who
Alright.
take it
What's
off
it
my hands.
about anyway?
There's a lot of research about, so before the nuclear Armageddon, there was a lot of research papers about future they could do with solar panels.
Right.
And it's a lot of research that we've been unable to do since then because of just a lack of resources.
Mm-hmm.
So there's quite valuable data in that it can't really be procured anywhere else, even
So who are
from
you trying to keep it away from? I'm a little confused.
just a corporation I used to work for, whose name I can't remember because it's in the backstory that's not currently in front of me.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be Star.
Bucks.
No.
The one that I'm in.
Yeah, your one.
Starpoint Industries.
Let me check. But I don't think so. 'cause
I don't think
made-
it is. They don't do solar panels. They do robots.
You know, Kook.
Although
I'm
apparently they're
so
doing solar
glad.
panels.
I'm so glad that you remember so much of where you were before you joined us.
I'll get back to you on that as I find my detailed backstory I think I wrote somewhere.
Well, with
That's
that
fine.
settled, so you're gonna go try and sell something that we're gonna be getting our splits on. I'm gonna go buy myself a couple more solar bats for my rifle if I can track them down, and everyone should grab themselves about a week's worth of food.
Yep.
I suppose
Sounds good.
so.
Meet up first thing in the morning.
Seems reasonable.
I'll be
Sounds
back.
like a plan.
I'll go back to the. I guess I'll go back to the barracks then.
Dan, do I have any trouble buying solar batteries for a standard pattern rifle?
Not really. Like, for the most part, like, the solar batteries are fairly universal.
Yeah.
In
actually...
the same way, like, a AA battery will fit in any AA battery slot.
Yeah, I'll actually, yeah. I'll go and pick up a spare solar battery for my armor if I can.
Yep.
Because I don't know how much we actually said they cost. I've just got question mark for the price.
For what?
For the solar batteries. For my
For his armor.
For my exosuit.
Oh yeah, you guys did discuss that.
Yeah, he's like...
Yeah, give me a second. How's the ammo costed?
Am I alright to put my food on the horse?
For now.
Cool.
Just reminding you that if we're getting tight on time, I'm not above cutting everything free from the horse and going fast.
I'm aware.
That's the company, Orbis Electrics. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Not even our
see.
company.
Yeah,
See?
you two
He has
work...
no reason not to work with the robot.
Other than the lowball offer.
Yeah.
I don't have the money.
Yeah, wait, do it for my company. We're a
I
group...
wouldn't dare give the robot money.
Look,
I don't think anyone
the
would
main,
dare give the robot money.
The main barrier, don't worry, robot. The main barrier between him and accepting that hug offer was he couldn't work out how to split the hug 4 ways.
And don't
Yeah.
worry, your report of him has been noted and will be dealt with later.
We'll say.
Don't let the robot report crimes.
Well, that's kind of part of his job. He's being a person.
Yeah, as long
I'll
as they
say-
keep reporting the crimes to me,
Totally
things will
how
be
people
fine.
Behave.
I'll say 30 for a solar battery,
Cool. Cheers.
since the universal, so it's a little more expensive than buying a magazine would be for less expensive guns, but it's cheaper for more expensive.
Yeah.
So it evens out a little.
There we go. I've actually got the price down for solar batteries now. Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good with those. I'll guess I'll head back to the barracks and get an early night so I can get up early in the morning.
Get everything packed and loaded on the horse.
Okay. I myself, I'm gonna... Because I imagine with how I'm working, I do have a couple of electronic merchants who I buy gear off.
Yeah.
And then sell gear back to. So I'm gonna do the circles around them and just talk about what's on this hard drive and whether they're interested in purchasing it to pass it on to a more interested party.
Hmm.
You don't get much interest. Most of your electronic traders they trade practically. They're not trading. They're not researchers, so they don't know enough about it to say, "Oh, such and such would be interested."
Do you know anyone who would be interested that I could go to directly?
You could probably see about selling it to the R&D department at Orbis.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. Okay, so what I'll do then is I'll go back to my place and then just dump the hard drive in the little safe I had.
Yeah.
And leave it there.
Yeah.
And if I have more time, I may spend time researching it myself.
Okay. So people, is everybody who was buying food and stuff bought food?
I have not. How much is it per meal?
It was 10 for 5 meals with travel rations, which only last a week. or 10 for 1 with MREs, which last forever. But since
Okay, and we're only heading up for
yeah,
a
you're only
couple of
heading out
days.
for a week or so.
A week at most, yeah.
So I spent 10
6
on.
days at most, so I can sleep.
Yeah.
Perfect then. So I'm happy then. I'm good to get
Yep.
going.
I think we're all happy.
Yep.
Head on out.
Okay.
I do a stop off to a dodgy looking merchant on the way out, but yes.
Okay. Have you broken into his house and like?
He's a guy who doesn't talk to everybody.
So most people when they talk to me. No one ever wants to talk to me.
Alright. Let's move.
Okay.
I shall lead the way.
Yeah,
while
you're the one.
taking directions from our resident people who have some form of navigation skills.
I just follow wherever you guys tell me that we're supposed to go.
Do we have a dedicated navigator?
I
don't
think
know,
it was
it's got
Saoirse.
survival.
Me.
Oh, God, someone does. I thought Saoirse had survival.
As if
It was
not,
me
just-
and Saoirse.
Yeah. Hey, you have a survival knife, don't you?
You happy to lead us then, Jam?
Yeah, let's go.
Move.
That's her being fed up, not me.
I assumed.
I'm not fed up. I do, I have a +1.
Yeah.
Modifier bow. Like that. Oh, good point.
So, with everybody having bought what they needed.
Am I rolling survival?
Oh.
If not, it's fine.
Yeah, you can do.
Do we know how to follow a map or directions that we've gone?
So I'll just roll it when you want me to, Dan. Like, don't feel like I have to.
I'll say roll it so you can see if you know which direction you're going when you leave the city. So you're not just walking through a bunch of solar fields that look the same.
No pressure.
Good luck. We're going through the solar fields, everybody.
Alex.
So you look at the map and you're like, you think it looks familiar? If you had to guess, your heading is east. You don't know any more precise than that.
I point and walk.
Okay. I will follow you. I probably wasn't listening to the directions anyway, so assume you know where you're going.
2 months
You know how to
later.
read a map if it slaps you in the face.
Correct. I mean, actually don't. I don't remember getting an answer if illiterate means I genuinely cannot read a map or not. So.
Literacy doesn't have to do with reading a map.
Yeah.
You won't be able to read like the place names, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you wouldn't be able to take them able to navigate or anything like that.
Yeah.
No, the thing that's preventing him from being able to navigate is his stupidity.
Yep.
Clearly.
Where do we walk?
Yeah, you start making your way east from Torvestra, from the city, largely just moving between rows and rows of solar panels as you make your way out towards the outskirts. Velves is probably not having a good time.
You just like clutching. You got the bird box thing across your eyes, and you just like blindfold. That's the word. And you're just like grabbing us and just like getting
Do you
like
feel like this every time we leave the city?
Probably.
most likely. Yeah.
Just
I think we just think he's kooky.
It's just a bit weird.
assume at some point we come to the edge of this solar field and we're not just
Yeah.
endlessly lost in this field of panels.
Forever.
It just
probably
took
takes
longer
you-
than it should
Yeah,
have.
it probably takes you about 4 hours, but you will get to the edge of the solar field, and you'll be able to see like buildings off in the sort of middle distance.
I swear I don't remember these solar fields being as big as they were,
No, they're always this big.
yeah.
Statement, that is factually incorrect. We have been going around
Shut
in
up!
circles.
No one asked you.
Plus,
Also, the solar fields do grow as they install more panels.
yeah, and I mean, importantly, as we just established, some on the one side of this array are getting smaller as the panels get nicked.
Yep.
Hmm
Sure, that's not a huge issue. Let's keep looking.
Depends how many they keep nicking.
I assume we keep looking.
With the buildings in sight now, you can probably pick out where you're going a bit easier without needing to roll. Like, you'll be able to go and find, like, oh, they described this as a landmark. I see the landmark. We'll head over towards that, and then we can use the map from there.
Mm.
Much easier.
Yes.
Okay, now what's
How
this?
long till we're horribly ambushed by scavs?
5 minutes.
Today or tomorrow?
5 minutes. They're actually nicking solar panels.
So you make your way out towards the buildings. Like, you're using a large, like, a really quite a large half broken down tower as your landmark. As a sort of, at one point this probably would have been like a beautiful like glass building, but the windows that survive are covered in dust, and like large chunks of the top of the building have just broken over the ears and fallen to the ground below as rubble.
Let's be honest, if it was intact, we'd probably be nicking its windows.
Yep.
Well, that's ominous.
At least we're honest.
Broken tower or nicking windows?
The tower bit.
Oh.
It's not ominous. Just a tower. It's
Time
always
to
been there. Well, probably not always, but
For a while. For a while.
Surprised it's not half buried by now.
I'm sure if we went up to it, it probably would be. Sand as deep as your knees.
Well, like, this is the area they said, right?
I
Give or
thought it was...
take.
Okay. What are we? So, what exactly is seed bank gonna look like?
Do we have a description of the seed bank? Yeah.
You think, as far as you're aware, it would have been a building somewhere within the botanical gardens,
Hmm.
Okay.
which you were told were near the big broken tower, but you don't know exactly what the building looks like.
Now it might sound like a madman,
Yes.
and I wouldn't normally suggest leaving ground level, but that big broken tower seems like it's a big broken lookout post to me.
Yeah.
We can probably see whatever we need to from there.
And see if we can find anything that looks like a bank. I guess.
No, gardens.
Well, I mean, it's a seed bank in a garden, right?
Yeah, but if we find the gardens, then we'll be able to narrow our area of search.
Hmm.
At the minute, we'd just be poking through every building and hoping for the best.
True. Okay.
Unless anyone else has better ideas.
Like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Alright. We'll charge off to the tower.
Yeah, almost certain that tower's someone's base.
We won't bother them and they don't bother us.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they shouldn't object too much to us just wanting to look out the windows.
What? The people that are probably staying there.
Yeah.
If there's anyone staying
So
there.
scavs. No one else out here.
There's reclaimers.
Depends if what kind of scavs they are. If they're the normal ones, will be fine. If they're the not normal ones,
What would you consider a normal scav is?
Probably ones that run away at the sight of them.
Yeah.
Right.
And not ones that are quite willing to take him apart piece by piece to nick that armor of his.
Mhm.
That sounds normal to me.
Yep.
Anyway, let's go.
Okay.
Into the flames. Da, 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 da.
Just make your way over to the tower, then.
Yeah.
Who is planning to climb up it? To, like, make the way up, because...
They're not missing
doesn't-
windows.
It is, yeah, like, there are a bunch of them, there's, like, caked in dust, like, several of them are broken open. Like, you'd be able to climb up on the inside, but the place doesn't look like it's in good repair.
Oh, I was thinking of a very different type of. I was thinking like a big glass building.
Yeah,
How?
but it still doesn't look like it's in good repair.
Okay, so it's not just a like fire pole. Was what the mental image I
No,
briefly
it's
got.
It's not just a fire pole.
Okay, I briefly had like the image from going like the Gherkin building in London to like a tiny spire with just a ladder.
Yeah, like, think the Gergen building in London. If you broke the top half of it off, like smash it to the ground around it as rubble.
Yeah.
And like caked like the unbroken windows in dust.
Yeah, I had the brief vision of me not being able to actually stand in the tower because it would shatter. So,
Alright.
I think we can. I think a few of us should go up, right?
I'm gonna climb from the inside.
I'm not
Outside
climbing.
of suicide.
I'm not climbing from the outside. It will definitely not hold my weight.
Are the doors to the building still exposed, or is it kind of we're going to be climbing in through a window kind of thing?
You'll likely be climbing in through a window. It would probably be hard to pick out which of these glass panels was like the automatic door with them caked in dust and surrounded by rubble.
Fair.
So, are there any windows that just like go down to the floor? Because I would assume.
I will
that's the
pick you
door.
up and move you in.
No, I was just about to walk straight through the glass
Just walk
doors.
straight through.
Yeah.
Terminator this.
Tin Man, lead the way. Try not
Okay.
to get any glass in anyone else.
I'll knock on the window on the way.
Oh,
I guess I lead the way. I go through entrance.
You go through the entrance window.
Are you finding a broken window to
No, he's
climb
walking
in
through
or are
it.
you walking straight through?
He's walking straight through it.
Walk straight through.
You walk into like a thick glass panel, and there's a brief moment of resistance before your servos just keep wearing, and you push right through, the glass shattering around you as it falls to the floor.
well, he's made an entrance for us.
Exactly.
And a ton of noise too.
I was gonna say, stealth out the window now?
Always would be.
Hmm.
I'm gonna hitch my
Stealth-
horse to
stealth.
a, exposed pole or something.
Yeah, stealth's through the window right now. So let's
I
go.
continue walking in because I was not told to lead stealthily, just to lead.
Yep, I will be following. So when the gunshots start happening.
Yeah, you
Remember,
just make your way into the building, broken glass and bits of like concrete that have fallen from cracks in the ceiling, crunching under your heavy metal feet.
At this point, I'm gonna, seeing as how quiet we're being, I'm gonna MacGyver myself up a gun, as I suspect we may need it.
Oh, what are you using this time? To make a gun?
So there's lots of rubble around. What I'm mostly gonna is mostly find like an old pipe, like a drainage pipe,
Mhm.
and then I'd be able to like find some chemicals from my bag and mostly around the floor and just being able to mix them together and making some really rudimentary
Put the rock in the pipe, boom, bullet.
gunpowder, and then, as you said there, put a rock there and boom, a really shitty cannon.
Something out of Kids
Why
Next
use
Door.
a rock when you have just glass powder
Oh my
everywhere?
god.
Oh my god, shrapnel gun.
Fucking hell.
Powdered glass
That's
gun.
the glass idea.
Like you rip a drain pipe off and just pull dig into your bag, pull out like a small air tank, and just make yourself a pneumatic cannon that shoots shards of glass.
Oh my
That's the raise,
God.
that's what I get to.
That's a war crime.
Nah, it's just a normal one-use cannon.
That's a different term of grape shot right there. That is brutal.
Well, hate to say it, but for now, big man, do you want to lead the way with that armor of yours?
Yep.
Let's find the stairs.
Yeah, I just heft my hammer into my hands and just go, right, let's go.
Testbed, follow until told otherwise.
Okay.
Is it just me, or does the robot sound anxious?
It can't feel, so I doubt it.
That's what
Robots
I
have
thought.
emotion?
I hope not.
Little screen shows a sad face.
K0, let's go. Okay.
Just push your way into the tower, find the what's left of the stairs,
Hmm.
and start making your way up.
Yep.
Tread carefully. Last thing we need is this whole thing coming down like a pack of cards.
On the bright side, if it's going to collapse, it'll collapse under me, so you guys won't at least die instantly.
Like, the wood of the stairs seems largely rotten, and you can feel it give under your feet. And as Bane is the one leading the way, as the rest of you follow in his wake, you just feel that each step has bowed down in the middle where the metal under the wood is bent.
Accurate. Okay.
Like, you know where you have like concrete steps or
Yeah.
like stone steps, and you can see where over like hundreds or so years, like the stone has just bowed down into like a groove on every step.
Yeah.
If you were to look at the stairs from the bottom, they'd look like that.
But they're wood and was made in like 5 minutes. That.
As you bent like the metal struts underneath.
Yeah. Seems
Oh.
seems fair.
I'm glad we're not affecting the structural integrity of this building much.
So we can just use the stairs.
Seems it so far.
They haven't
Will
collapsed
it
yet.
be up?
Sorry?
What does this vault thing look like again?
We're looking for a lookout at the moment, so we can
Yeah, we
find
were
it.
gonna look
Oh.
around because we need to find the gardens.
God.
We know the building's close to where the vault is, but we don't know the exact location.
This seems like the best place to get a good look out.
Mm-hmm.
And if someone was planning to ambush people in this area, it's where I'd launch an attack from.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Perhaps don't have the security guy right at the top of this very dodgy glass building.
Fairly stable so far. I'm sure as we get higher up, we might find a spot where we need to leave him behind.
I'll wait down here then. There's no point at all climbing up. Even though I'm the most dexterous out of all of us. Smiles.
Okay.
If
Right,
you
we have
need help, give a shout. Probably should keep a lookout that no one comes up behind us.
always a good bet.
Testbed, you're with me.
Understood.
So the other three of you?
3.
Yeah, the three of you who are still making your way up the building, keep going. As you move further up the building, you can feel where the top of the building's broken and the central supports aren't in good, have clearly like broken down over the years. You can feel the building swaying under your feet
I think
from the wind.
I think here's high up enough that it's not. We're not going to destroy the rest of
It's
the building
not-
by climbing.
It's not like super wild, but you are aware that you are moving side to side a lot more than you were like further down the building.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. This is probably the spot where we just have a look around. It's high up enough, I imagine.
Yep. I assume you each sort of take a different third of the building, like, to try and
Yeah.
look out the windows.
Yeah.
Okay, can I get notice then?
Oh, this is gonna go great. What's my notice again?
You just can each give me a notice.
Oh, my notice isn't awful, actually. How do you roll? You click the word,
You
right?
click the button that
Word.
says critical fail.
Well,
You fall off the building.
Tom's eyes fall out.
In a glass. Oh
Critical
no!
fail high up in a rickety, broken building.
Did you take the horse up, Tom?
No, thank God.
What if it didn't have the horse followed you up?
Oh, that'd be good.
No, the horse is just gonna like get spooked because I'm not nearby, and just because it's attached to the building, pull the whole building over on its own. Clearly.
I got us.
So, usually crit fails are meant to be pretty bad.
Yeah.
So here we go. Here we go.
God.
I'll get out
damn.
early in the session.
Yeah.
Get ready to reroll.
I just want to double check how critical failures work. In
Is
this.
it everyone doing notice checks or just
Yeah.
those two?
Those of us up there, so
So you as well,
I think.
if you're up here with us.
Okay.
I believe your notice is probably better than mine.
Can't
It-
be much worse than yours.
It can't physically be worse than yours.
If you need any help, Dan, let me know.
You could have mine.
I can't. There's no example of
Oh.
how critical failure works with notice.
So- Yeah, so the basic thing of the double ones for the critical fails is it doesn't have to be about the notice check.
Yeah. Okay.
It's supposed to just be something bad happens. It also doesn't have to like kill him or
Yeah.
hurt him at all. It's just something bad happened.
In
He
the case
falls
of
into
the
the
failed
Thames.
notice check, I could very easily say like, I don't notice the missing floorboards, or I don't notice the hole in the stairs, or etc.
You fall into the Thames and someone opens a can of Coke over your body and goes, huh. Only Tim was watching. That would be so funny. That's an in-joke, audience. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Tom. So as you are looking around, you find a broken window that looks out, where you wouldn't be looking at the dust. And as you're looking, you can see, and you think you might see something off to one side. So you put your hand on the glass next to you to lean out, and as you do, the glass breaks and you almost fall out, coming to a sudden realization of just how high up you are.
Maybe we should head back down, everyone.
Yeah, have you found it?
No, but
You're okay. You've gone white.
I might have lost a
Yeah.
window.
Yeah, until you are out of this building, you are frightened.
I would, these windows aren't the most secure things in the world, apparently.
Are
Yeah.
you missing your horse already?
You did just see me walk through one, so they can't be that tough.
You just walked.
I feel like maybe we'd be better off searching on the ground.
Yeah.
Or if you want to head back down, I'm sure the rest of us can finish off exploring this tower.
Yeah, we can have a gander if you're not
Yes.
feeling up to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to the horse. We don't want anyone running off with the damn thing.
Yeah, it also got a lot of your guys' supplies on it, doesn't it? So.
Yeah, exactly. Like someone should go take care of the horse.
Okay.
Me stood next to the horse outside. I don't know you're coming yet, so I'm just joking around.
I wave down at you.
Staring directly into the horse's eyes.
How do you speak?
How do you have emotion?
But the other two of you, as you're looking out, you spot that from the thirds of the building you're on, you would both be looking towards the same place from different sides. As you realise that there is one spot in the area around you that doesn't look a drab, dirty brown. There is a chunk of the city Probably about half an hour, 45 minutes walk away from you, with seemingly thriving plant life.
I'm gonna have a hazard a guess that that's our garden.
Yeah, I think so. There's it's green, which is always a good sign.
I've heard talk about these gardens, and that looks like what one should look like.
Yeah, seed bank. They said it was by the garden or in the garden. I don't remember what they actually said, but that's probably it, right?
Oh,
Well, good to head down then.
Yeah.
And meet up with our cowardly friend.
Since while they've been up and they've been going down, Jem, do you and possibly Error at Testbed want to give me notice?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Small trickle of urine goes down the staircase.
Man, I'm so good at rolling things.
Hey, you
I mean,
passed.
succeeded.
Yeah, 4 is a success. 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Testbed, you will be able to hear like footsteps, but you can't pick up on where. Jem, you will be able to hear that there is from inside, like in one of the elevator shafts. There is like the friction noise of somebody's gloves grinding, like moving against rope, then a soft landing, and somebody sprinting away from you out the building.
Which direction? So, like, are they going towards the door that I'm at, or are they going a different way, like further away from
They're
me?
going a different way. They are running out of that building, deeper into the city.
Testbed, stay here. Tell the others I'm chasing someone if they come.
Are you a terrier?
I run after him.
Okay.
I told you, normal scavs. They see me, they run like hell.
How do chase cards work? Because I know there is an actual thing for chasing centrals, isn't there?
Actually, don't. I actually don't.
That is really cool.
I'm sorry.
alright.
I've got the rulebook up actually. Chase. Chase of Vigils, page 113.
So, shuffle an extra deck of action cards and deal them out in a row on the table. So 9 is good for most chasers. So I'll shuffle this and then we'll put out 9 of them.
I think face down is what it's supposed to be.
Oh, is it?
You can use suppressive fire in a chase. Okay.
Annoyingly, this only puts them face up, but
It's athletic.
I might be wrong, but
that's fine.
Roll a die, loses the rest of the turn, he stumbles, negotiates obstacle, fatigue. That's manoeuvring in a chase. Shove extra action cards, deal them out in a row at the table. 9 is a good number of most. Break all the participants to each group. Move act independently.
Do those out.
Fine.
Leftmost is rear of the chase, ranges cards distance. Maneuver is the skill used to all actions during chase.
Yeah, it was like to use maneuvers, it's athletics since we're on foot. So I guess that's to do like certain things, like jump through a window to get some ground or something like that. Probably, you're right.
Right, so the way this works is you have them all out. I will use this as our thingy for now.
yeah, it looks like I was incorrect about the. I was thinking of a different system when I was thinking the face down thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got good camera angle on the entire chase.
So we'll have one there to front, Gem on there. Okay, Give this a go.
Let's do this.
Rearmost character should be at the rear on the far left card or card 1. Everyone else should be placed to the right as fits the circumstances. The range is the number of chase cards between participants times the range increment, which varies. So this is 5, so 2 between yours times 5, so 10.
It's like 10 feet away.
Yeah. Deal each of you an action card. So, Gem, this is you. And this is Stranger.
I'll go first.
Mhm.
Okay. I chase it. Sorry, I go fast.
I'm assuming that's...
I
is-
get close. I try and chase him. I don't really.
Yeah, so you move along the track using the change position maneuver. Which is action or free action. Success allows you to move up or down 1 card and up to 2 with a raise.
Yeah, so I think we
You
said
may
'cause it's
also
running
do it as an
athletics.
action.
Yeah.
So if you use it as an actual action, you add +2 to your roll.
It's athletics is the
Right,
running
so yeah,
one.
you've got to... So you could take things like attack actions and things the same as you normally would, but...
It's a moving combat,
Did
essentially.
we say athletics for the...
Athletics says
case
it's...
because it was on foot?
Yeah. Foot
Yeah,
or
so
mounted.
whenever it says maneuvering roll, because it's on foot, we're using athletics for maneuvering.
So using it as my action, it's +2.
Yeah, if you can do it for free, or if you use it as an action, you get +2 to the roll.
I'll use it as an action.
You just jump the guy. Whew.
Oh, 7.
That's not enough. Unfortunately, it's not
It's
raised.
not a raise. You
But
do
it
move
is-
forward 1.
It's almost one more, darn. I should have found some chase music.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
So now what does he do?
That's what I'm just double checking.
I believe it was evade was their main one.
Yeah, there's evade and there's like character driver zigzags. No, I don't think so.
Oh no, it's also changed position for them. Flee is what they do when there are enough cards between them and you.
Yeah, so they would just be changing position.
They were just rolling on athletics.
I've got the chase music on.
Yeah, so they'll roll their own athletics. Do. Yeah. Which in their case is just D4. They do not succeed in changing position. So as they hear you, like, start running behind them,
I'm a
they
sprinter.
stumble. Yeah, they stumble and spend essentially this turn, like, they fall to their knees and very quickly clamber up, but don't get to move any further.
Okay.
So that's back to you then. Because even with the +2, they didn't succeed.
What can I kind of see what he looks like from here, being that I'm close?
Yeah, like
Just a vague like what they look like.
Yeah.
Is it a child, for example? You know what I mean?
not just, looks relatively short, potentially a teenager of some sort.
Okay.
Drab brown cloak, like same color as dust, basically. So they'd probably be really hard to spot from a distance under the browns of the surroundings or in a dust storm.
Any markings or anything like clothing-wise that I might recognize as anyone in particular?
I'll let you roll knowledge for that.
Fair.
Is that you know him?
My common knowledge. Didn't I? Wait, one second.
Yeah,
One sec. I actually have.
I thought you had them.
I have
Knowledge for
scav as a
scavs.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have knowledge scavs. Yeah.
Ooh.
Sorry, I just forgot I did.
Yeah.
It's not on there, so I have to.
Yeah,
roll
like, just use it as like your magic thing as like occult knowledge,
Yeah,
since you won't be rolling magic as magic at any point.
you've got a point.
In this
there.
magic-free world.
It isn't. Okay. Nah.
Aw.
Shame. That's
Yeah,
fair.
not that you can see, like, it's possible there's a marker on the inside of the cloak or on his front, but you can't see anything from there. Not that you can identify with anyway.
Alright, I'll use my action to get in his face.
Are you
then.
action or free actioning? Because obviously if you use
If
it
it's
as...
free action, then I could jump him.
Yeah.
Tackle him.
Yeah, I'm gonna do free action, and I'm gonna see what happens.
Like, are we seriously doing in the same encounter tabletop, doing both a chase scene and grappling rules?
I'm really sorry.
This is the first.
I have the grappling rules up actually, so
To be fair, you get like ram and stuff as part of the chase.
You just ram him.
Yeah.
Bang!
You do successfully get onto the same spot as him.
Get him.
okay. What is ram? Sorry.
So ram is an action, and the attacker can ram a defender if they're on the same chase card by making opposed maneuvering rolls. If successful, both participants cause the following damage to each other. So d6, sorry, 2d6 based on scale for normal. For raise, you get a d6 bonus damage. Toughness plus d6 if its toughness is higher than its foes. Plus d6. So essentially, you get,
If you're going real
plus
fast.
you get to shoulder tackle them. Try and like knock them down.
Are they the same size? Because you said they were
Can
kind
I
of skinny.
just grapple him? Because that seems really weird. That I would take like 2d6 damage for jumping on a guy.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just kind of like, what?
Someone's
Yeah,
a
it's fine.
coward who doesn't want to themselves out.
Jumping
You're muted again. You're muted again, Tom.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make like attacks. You may make ranged and melee attacks normally using all the usual edges and hindrances, as long as Jim agrees they make sense in the particular situation. So yeah, you can like attack or grapple normally.
Yeah, just grab
Fair
him.
enough.
Just grab this poor unfortunate king. You don't like elbow
So-
drop him.
I roll athletics anyway. It's an opposed athletics roll.
Yeah.
Right. No, I don't. Oh, hi.
Did that roll? Ah, there you go. I think you get him.
Yeah, so I'm intending just to kind of
You can
grab
check.
him. That puts him in an entangled
Okay.
state.
I think I know what I was doing wrong there.
Oh, did you roll one?
It doesn't matter. I was typing D4, which means it was only rolling ones instead of potentially rolling anything else. I think,
Oh yeah.
but that's fine. I know that now. But yeah, you managed to grapple him.
Yeah, entangled, so he can't move, and he's
Yep.
considered distracted.
Yeah.
So I'm going to I'm gonna go like first just make sure he's like down on the ground, and I'm gonna like push him onto the ground to try and hold him there.
Mhm.
Police hold.
Yeah, basically what I'm going for. Now that I am closer, is there anything that's a bit more obvious, like weapons? Being on top of him? Like if you've got like a massive sword sticking out of his side or anything?
Not got a massive sword or anything, but you can see that he's wearing a bag, like a satchel.
Yeah.
You'd probably be able to figure some stuff out if you got a look in that afterwards.
Are they making any noises? Male,
Screaming.
female,
Yeah,
neither?
they're essentially writhing around trying to get you off them, and all that's coming out of the mouth is just a spew of curses, or just like, you fucking
Okay.
fuck off me.
I'm going to attempt to slam their face down just for a moment into the sand, just to shut them up.
Poof.
For a moment.
Yeah.
And then let them back up to breathe. I'm not trying to kill them.
You're doing waterboarding, but with sand.
It's not quite water. It's not a stream, but yeah.
Sure, like I guess that's rolling an attack. Assuming it would only be knockouts, even if you did get a bunch of damage. Because you're obviously not trying to be lethal.
Let me just remember.
Yeah, this is an interesting setup for chase.
Yeah, I like it. Okay. End of the chase music, because I'm assuming that she's got him.
I assume fighting roll?
Yeah.
And they get a -2,
It wouldn't.
so I assume nothing happens. Because they're not vulnerable, they're distracted.
So...
Yeah, if they're distracted, it doesn't do anything for you hitting them. It
Oh, it does do
applies to them
something for
doing
me.
something to you.
Oh,
It
does
does
it?
do something for me.
Oh, have you got a buff?
You got
for
an
it?
edge.
Yeah, but wait, yeah, distracted and vulnerable are different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to figure out how to make them vulnerable.
There's a few talents that let you like to cause people to be vulnerable. I think if they've got the back to you, they count as vulnerable.
Yeah,
Potentially.
but no one knows. That's so. But yeah, I'll work it out. But yeah, okay, so it's not +2 because I need to be vulnerable. Right, that's fine. That's tough.
just make them frenzy. That'll make them vulnerable.
So I don't really have a damage thing for slamming face into sand.
That is a success. I think. Wait, or
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah,
No,
or it's-
yeah, it's
Parry.
success. And then you
Oh, it's
roll-
against
you-
his parry,
you
sorry.
try and- Yeah.
Or if you wanted against his strength or against something appropriate.
That meets parry.
Is it meets it
Okay,
beats
so
in the
it
system?
beats with the -2 to traits and stuff that he'd have for distracted, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or was parry not a roll?
Parry's
not a roll.
parry's not a roll, but it might
Parry is
count
not a roll.
still. Like it might be getting a negative
no,
if it's
I
his
don't-
weapon.
I
It
don't-
would meet, and so you'd hit either way.
Yeah, it doesn't count as that because that'd be horrible.
No, yeah, I was gonna maybe, but that's kind of brutal.
But yeah, I'm not trying to hurt them. I'm just trying to get them to shut up.
Stop screaming.
For
So
a
this would
minute.
essentially just be you roll damage as though you're attacking unarmed.
They didn't get particularly far, did they? So. Ooh, bonk. Explosion.
Explodes. Yeah. So yeah, you slam his head into the ground. Like, you don't do any serious damage. You cut his lip slightly, but you do sort of rock him in his skull slightly.
Alright, listen here. Do you belong to any groups out here?
Why should I tell you?
Do you like the taste of sand?
Look, you're broke into my home, and now you're chasing me because I didn't want to get involved.
I'll ask you again. Are you involved in any groups round here? I get out my knife, threateningly.
There is an intimidation skill.
Yeah,
That would definitely be
that-
intimidate.
that would be intimidation. I will give you I'll give you +2 to that for
Nice.
slamming his face into it and drawing a knife. I guess is intimidation just persuasion?
No, there's an intimidate, isn't
No,
there?
it's intimidation.
There is intimidation because they
Alright,
explicitly
yeah.
don't have that many points.
But you're
in
giving me a
intimidation.
+2, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Okay.
Weirdly
Might
enough,
be worth checking that this rolls correctly as well when it comes.
Yeah, D4 -2 with a
Yeah,
modifier
that
of
did
2.
actually do what it was supposed to.
Oh yeah! I got a 6. And a 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
I rolled a D4
So you
-2.
do you do successfully intimidate.
this poor kid who literally just ran out of his building to not deal with us.
Are you part of any groups around here?
I live with some of my mates.
You a scav team?
Not ambushers.
That's fine.
Just we keep an eye out from top of the tower for ground crews, and we go and clean up anything they've missed afterwards.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna let you up now. You're gonna run off the direction you were going, and you're not gonna tell anyone we were here. If I find a group coming after us next, I'm coming into the wastes, and I'm looking for you, and I've seen your face. Clear?
Fine, whatever. Can I go?
I get off him and step back.
He walks off. Once he thinks he's safely out of range, he flips you the bird and legs it.
That's fair. I deserve that.
Kinda.
Alright, I assume that was quite a bit of time, so feel free to go back to them talking to Robot. Hopefully.
We're probably down the stairs by
Please
now.
test
Go, where'd she go?
Yeah. You arrive downstairs to
Robot with a horse.
test bed stood by the horse.
No, he's staring directly in the horse's eyes, just questioning, why do you not talk?
Are you okay,
As
Testbed?
well as was it Steel?
Steel.
Steel.
As well as Steel, just sort of sat on a bit of rubble, just deep breathing.
Horse is fine.
Yeah,
Everything's going alright.
Yeah, I need to ration if I were you. I think you look a bit peaky.
I'll be alright in a minute. Just, too long at the saddle.
Are you sitting in the saddle?
But, yeah.
Yeah, you just go up on the saddle and you just shake.
Comfort horse.
Yeah. Well, we think we've found where we're going. It's the only green place that we can see in a massive area, and you said it was near a garden, so...
How many clicks away was it?
Just from where you could see, you thought it was probably about 45 minutes away.
Alright.
How
Well-
long is that in clicks?
Fucking
3.
5! Oh, is it 3 to 5, isn't it? I thought it was 5.
That's how often you click.
You're expected to be able to do, 4.5 clicks an hour, so it'd be about 3
Okay.
under load.
Best thing is that I don't even know what a click is.
It's a kilometer.
Perfect.
It's just a kilometer base. It's not like knots where it's like, yes, to work out your rate of knots, you drop a rope off the back of your boat.
It's how many go
let
through your
go
fingers.
of the rope for a specified period of time, and the number of knots that pass through your hand is the speed at which you're traveling.
Yep. Very precise measurement knots.
Mm.
How fast are we going? About 120 knots. He's going on a freaking car in the middle of the English Channel.
Yeah, with a heading in mind, you would make your way over there.
Yeah, that's Opal.
Anything important come out of the person you were chasing?
Ah, you found a person?
I don't know, I thought Robot said they went chasing someone.
I will start to head back.
Oh, you're not back yet?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can't head off yet. We don't even have all that party.
I was asking where she was.
The robot has literally not mentioned. The robot.
No, he hasn't said anything.
The robot's just been trying to ask the horse why everyone else can talk, but it can't.
Yeah, I asked, are you okay?
Oh wait, and the one other person. Wait, I guess the horse is like that one other party member we have that also can't talk.
Yeah,
I
there's
retract-
two
Like,
people.
is the horse deaf?
I retract my statement.
The horse has taken a vow of silence.
When the horse is actually only the second quietest member of the party.
Obviously, when I'm done, I'm walking back, but like, just tell me when.
Yeah. Oh, good, you're back.
Yeah, it didn't take you long to chase them down.
They
Nah,
went like
sprinted.
100 yards, didn't they?
Yeah, like, you could probably see while you were talking, if you walked around the corner a bit, you could probably see her just like knelt over somebody, knife in hand, whispering aggressively in their ear.
If we
It
actually
went-
had a sharpshooter, the sharpshooter might have been able to take a pop at the bird when it was flipped.
Bang.
I'll just head back to them.
Yeah.
Acting like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Anything interesting from them?
Nope.
Nah. Just random scab.
What's
cheater
his name?
chasing or something.
Why would I ask that?
Hey, Derek, I don't know. I don't care.
You may have.
Solo reclaimer or
Didn't know
Sorry,
Reclaimer. Lives
yeah.
out here. Probably
Yeah.
with a group of others.
But yeah, with the mouthy attitude, they were definitely a Kyle.
Definitely a
Definitely Kyle. Don't worry. They won't say anything.
Alright. Well, let's get back on with what we're here for.
Yep. Let's go. That away.
Taking him with us, or
I don't see him
We're
here.
not dragging prisoners
Oh,
along.
no, I let him go. He walked away from me. And
I don't
that's what
see-
the bird.
Yeah,
Okay.
I assume by the fact he's not here, he either ran off or you killed him. So,
Look, we don't take prisoners. Not in that way. Just in the we're not really.
we don't
We don't
care.
have the capacity with us to be looking after people.
We don't care enough to take prisoners.
Sure.
Alright. This greenery. Lead the way, guys.
Yep. That way. And we just head off
So,
that
track.
direction.
Yeah. You push your way out, pick your way through the rubble again. And you make your way over towards the swathe of green you saw in the distance. As you just get there, as you just get closer, a sound in the air suggests how this has stayed so green. As you move closer and you can hear a resonant buzz. As you can hear just like various bees and insects and that just flitting about.
Interesting. Proper biodome thing here.
Nothing I grew up with.
Same. You muted again, Tom.
All of them.
What did he say? I did not hear him.
her blood.
Yeah.
I was saying that if one of these things lands on you, you need to slap them off as fast as you can, because these things will drain you your blood in minutes. They used to speak of these things and they'd bite you and you'd be left with a lump the size of an apple.
Is there anything you're not terrified of?
I'm not terrified. I'm telling you that we should be careful around these little buzzing things.
Good thing I'm wearing armor.
Yep. You push up on the green as you can hear like the buzzing flitting about. And as you push closer, you realise that this place is quite densely packed with plant growth. You would probably need to either cut your way in or work together to sort of try and trample and push a path down through like the bramble and the thick leaves surrounding it.
Me
Hey,
and
look
Tess.
at that. You're finally going to be useful. I look at Bane's character.
Thanks. So me and Testbed probably can take the lead then. I can forge the first part of the path, and Testbed can like, trample it down.
Yeah.
Please try and make one that's at least 2 people wide, at least.
So just one of
One.
me wide, essentially.
Well, I want to make sure the horse is able to get through properly.
Yes, fair.
Yeah, we don't want him to leave his wife behind.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna.
Taking note. Man is married to horse.
No, man is not married to horse. Disregard. Cancel.
No, that is correct information.
Cancel. Delete information.
Horses named Cancel.
Horse is named Cancel Delete
Horse
Information.
is named Horse.
Very descriptive name.
No,
Who is the
I'm
man in
still-
this marriage?
Yes.
I know what I
Horse.
said.
Yeah. So you, between the two of you, like big thick metal exosuit, little sledgehammer, and the robot, like you just managed to push yourselves a path through the brambles and the thick leaves and into the botanical gardens. As you get in, you can see like a number of insects, like quite large, just sort of moving about. Several large bees flitting about through the air, moving from giant flower to giant flower.
Hmm.
They're
Where
a bit
nothing's-
bigger than I remember.
Yeah, nothing seems to be particularly aggressive.
The plants aren't trying to kill us. Good to know.
Neither are the giant bees.
Are they just like buzzing specifically around Steel? Just to, and everyone else they're leaving alone. But
No.
Aw.
Like you can see them just like bumbling through the air. Giant fuzzy bees the size of footballs.
Lots of footballs, Jesus.
That is kind of funny to imagine.
It's like those. Has anyone seen like the pillow bees for like the flower days?
Yeah,
They
but
just
if
like
they're
the...
football size, could you imagine the size of the stinger on them?
It'd be like a knife.
That could impale someone.
Bees, no, these bees are very well known for killing
No,
vampires.
they're not very
Actually,
aggressive, but there's lots of them here, so maybe don't piss them off.
Yeah,
Look.
agreed.
Told you.
Interesting bee fact. According to all known laws of aviation,
these
Can't fly.
these bees,
shouldn't be able to fly.
these bees
Cancel.
really shouldn't be able to fly.
Their tiny little wings and their big fat bodies. God.
For the record, these don't have massive football bodies and then wings the size of regular. Proportional.
They are not like a basketball being carried by two tiny wings
They
and
aren't,
inch.
they aren't mutant bees with giant bodies that produce their own helium to give them enough lift for the tiny wings to keep going.
Yes, I want them
Imagine-
to be.
Imagine the amount of honey they must have produced after over all this time. Especially
not
given like
honeybees, are
honey
they?
never goes off.
Are they honeybees, or are they just giant bumblebees?
There'll be some honeybees somewhere, but these ones look like mostly bumble.
Doesn't matter. I've told you. Insects are vicious killers.
I mean, looking at them, I'd say so.
I haven't seen any
Fun
corpses
fact.
yet.
A
might be-
bumblebee will die if it ever attacks anyone.
They might just be
Vicious
vegetarian.
killers.
They might be just
Fun fact,
vegetarians.
so will we.
also very true. But they might just be vegetarian bees.
Okay.
I mean, they're
Right.
going to the plants. They don't appear to be attacking us, so they might be vegetarian
It's
bees.
true, they're not attacking me.
Just hope they don't notice us.
Are we looking for the bees or are we looking for a cave?
We're looking for the seed vault.
Seed.
So look for a giant metal door. That's probably what a vault
Yeah,
we're
is.
it
looking
must
for a
be
building.
it must be a factory of some kind, surely.
Could be a honeycomb.
Well, from how they described it, it was basically a warehouse.
A
Yeah,
warehouse.
there's seeds in it. Seeds are worth
And
a
this
lot.
warehouse is in the green area.
Apparently so.
It makes sense.
Specifically
supposed
in
to
the green
be-
area or around it?
In the green area. They said it was where they kept all the plant seeds and things, which, you know, they used to make all this.
I mean,
And how big is this green area that we're currently in?
it was big when we saw it from above, wasn't it?
Yeah, like it's grown out beyond its original confines some, but even then, like, think how big like the large botanical gardens
I was
in
thinking
some
Q.
cities are.
I was thinking it's like Q, is what I'm imagining.
Can we see the epicenter of the greenery? Or a really big warehouse?
Not really. Like you just can see like large glass domed building off in the distance, like not too far. Essentially, what would have been at one point a giant decorative greenhouse that people could go in.
Hang
Up
on. Giant dome. I mean, looks like where we live a little bit.
Yeah, and if they're talking about seeds, I've heard that the old humans used to store seeds and plants in glass buildings.
Makes sense
That
then.
doesn't seem very smart. Well, they had oxygen back then.
You don't think they
Well,
had
they
to
did
worry
cause a
about
nuclear war, so they can't be that smart.
Valid.
Point there.
This is false. According to my databases, they are kept in houses that are green.
It doesn't
Well-
look green.
We'll check the glass building first, and we'll look for any green buildings while we're in there.
Ah, maybe they were green because you could see through them at the plants which were green inside.
Yeah, if you are wanting to go and check out the greenhouse,
Yep.
then you make your way over. Like you can see several of the trees have more or less just been taken over by various forms of beehive. There's a fair few large trees with big holes in from where giant beetles have dug into them to nest.
Yeah.
And as you get closer to the greenhouse, you can see that the top of the dome, most of the top layer, seems to be completely dark compared to the rest. But it's a little difficult to see from where you're stood what that might be.
Spiders. It's one spider.
Oh, we'll work it out once we're in there.
And when it tries to eat us, I'm sure we'll find out what it is. Oh, it could be a wasp's nest.
How's this door looking?
Open.
Yeah, this would have had a wooden door on it at one point, but with some of the insects around here, chances are that wooden door is between
Long.
decay,
Termites.
various termites populations and stuff, insects that would have eaten at it. There's more or less just a shell of a door that would fall apart as you push it.
There would be actually wasps. It could still be wasps actually, because wasps do eat wood, or they use it to produce paper. But
We'll lead the
Okay.
horse in, but just whatever you do, don't rile up the insects. We're looking for seed
Plants.
containers,
yeah, like a
boxes, storage things. I don't know, maybe some way down. People like storing things underground, right?
yeah. I mean,
Oh, It worked at the uni.
they described it as a vault, right? So I'm expecting some sort of big hatch door.
Alright,
Do we want to stick together or shall we split up?
I think we should stick together because I don't think anyone should be left alone with these things roaming around.
Also, let's be honest, it's going to be a lot easier if we just make one path rather than try to start making a bunch of others.
Yeah, I could very easily see someone getting
Yeah.
lost amongst all the foliage.
If you make your way into the greenhouse through the door that's just fallen apart.
Yep.
It's a little dark in here because it's starting to lose light. There's a sort of scrunching noise from under your feet.
It might be a squishing noise under mine.
No,
Okay.
It-
Leaflet.
it's still like a crinkly scrunching noise.
Okay. Kind of like leaf litter noise or something different.
Yeah, kind of like you're stepping on a bin full of
Can I
stepping on
look
a
at what I
bunch of
stepped on?
paper.
Oh god damn
Yeah.
it is wasps.
Yeah, if you kneel down, pick some up, and you examine it, it's relatively thin, strips of brown paper.
I knew it. Oh, fuck.
Fortunately, it's dark.
Yeah, it's weird.
Wasps aren't particularly nocturnal.
Yeah. Like fuck.
I'll just leave it. It doesn't mean anything to me.
Not particularly. It's brown paper. I mean, I
Yeah,
can't
you're
see
not
writing on it.
you're not particularly into your etymology.
Yeah.
I'll start to try and head towards the center of the greenhouse, figuring that might be a good place to start.
Yeah.
I'll forge a path that way. Is it still as hard to move as it was before we were having to tramp the way?
No, not quite.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be keeping eyes around, because since I'm... Well, actually, see, it's between me, because Tom, you're on the horse, right?
the plant life in here is quite thick, but nothing as hardy as like your brambles, so it pushes out of the way quite well.
Okay. You're just trying to look around using the height that I've got to
Yeah.
see if I can see over some of the plants. I'm assuming all of them are super tall.
What I will say is that with it like getting dark now, you will be moving on to batteries soon. If you need to shoot. Or
And also turning on flashlights and things.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to turn my exosuit into its low power mode where it's just basically a suit of armor.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just going to go stand outside so that when I run out of power, at least the sun will come back out.
I mean, we're in a greenhouse.
Fine,
Yeah,
robot.
you can plug into a battery for a while.
Also, we're in a greenhouse.
I don't own any batteries.
We'll charge you up if you need it, robot.
Yeah.
Come on, Tin Man. Plus, who's gonna use that big old shield of yours if you go powering down?
Certainly won't be me.
I need 2 hands for my weapon.
Alright, let's press deeper.
Yep.
You just push deeper into the greenhouse. If at any point you do like shine your light upwards, you will see like
A big fuck off wasp's nest.
yeah, pretty much. Like Jace, you know Sefton Park? Alistair, you might know as well.
Yeah?
You know the big the big domed greenhouse in the middle of Sefton Park where they've got like their botanical gardens?
Yeah.
Imagine that if you filled like the top third of it with wasp nest.
Oh god.
Oh!
That's anxiety-inducing. Fucking hell.
I'm very happy I'm wearing armor.
That's a lot of wasp nest. It's a good job I'm a robot, and therefore they will
Immune to
never attack
poison.
me.
Context: this is the Sefton Park.
I think I've seen it. I think I know what it looks like.
I know.
Yeah, I thought it was.
That's a big fuck off building.
That's a lot of wasps.
Great.
Yeah,
Not
it's a,
necessarily a lot of wasps, but a lot of wasp.
yeah, but I say there's wasps. Do we see any of the actual wasps that live in it?
There'll be a couple like half hanging out,
Are
quite
they?
large.
Are they the size of an
Most-
eagle?
Mostly they will be inside the building.
Yeah, rest.
They'll be inside the
Are they
nest.
bigger? Are they bigger than the bees?
I mean, the wasps are bigger
They
than
would
bees.
certainly be longer.
Yeah.
You know,
Just in case anyone's
Just-
worried, I'll just use my jack of all trades and load up. I guess is nature a skill? What the hell are the skills? What's skill
You
would
have
it
a
be?
character sheet you can check.
I know. I don't know what wasp knowledge would be under Dan.
Probably
Magic.
survival or science.
we gave me science, right? 'Cause it's biology.
Yeah, I'll allow either.
Oh, I
Like,
guess I'll do an
Survival for
intelligence
knowing
roll.
about insects from like a survival and practical perspective, science for
Well, I want to be able to give people the party advice on what to avoid doing, so they won't.
probably survival.
All right, I'll jack of all trades into
How-
survival.
how
This'll be fine.
How to not piss off giant wasps. The
No.
size
Time
of...
to do a smarts roll.
You know, guys, it might not be too
Eh.
late to go.
Kill some scavs.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I succeeded.
You didn't critical fail though, which is important.
You don't throw. a
Yeah,
rocket
you
nest.
didn't give them incorrect information.
You didn't say, okay,
Well,
throw
no,
a fire. Shoot
That's
'em.
the smarts roll for jack of all trades, so now I have a.
Ah.
I think I get a D4 in the relevant skill.
You failed your smarts, didn't you?
Oh
Yes, he
yeah, I
doesn't get a
failed.
bonus.
I do not get any survival skill. Okay, this is
You would
fine.
be rolling D4 -2.
Yeah, this is fine. Let me just.
You got a critical fail.
Oh, I give them the exact opposite advice.
did,
I
and-
tell them exclusively the things they shouldn't do.
You got a -1.
No, he got a 3.
You
Yeah.
got 3.
So you
Why
reach
is it a
into your
4?
knowledge banks and pull up what you understand about like nesting creatures, not realizing that you're thinking mammals, not insects. So you tell the party that, oh, they're like most nesting things. You give them a proper territorial display. You make yourself look like the bigger threat. They'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
Ah, it's no
Our
longer.
device.
I mean, we are bigger
Nice.
than them.
I'd say it with confidence. At least you assume it's confidence, because I only have one tone of voice.
You say it with monotone.
Alright, robot. We'll bear that in mind. So big, flashy, loud things if they come at us.
Gotcha.
I'm not very good at that, but I'll try.
Anyway,
I'll just yell at them.
anyone got any eyes on this door that we're looking for? Or hatch?
I don't know. Do I? I'm looking as well.
That's the point.
Yeah,
You could...
As just do you want to roll notice then, see if you can find it?
All of us?
Yeah.
I believe we're all searching.
Let's look for it.
Well, I didn't see it, but I didn't fail either.
Did I do it?
Maybe.
Did I see the door?
Should I even bother rolling?
You might be.
You might.
16, so that's
You might
3 raises.
You might also find the switch that turns off the wasps.
Yeah, so Vels and Opal, you would find somehow miraculously unmolested by wasps. One of the maps of like the botanicals with a sort of "you are here" as a sort of like "you are here," and there's just a thing of like seed vault tours at such and such.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I passed.
Testbed, that's the word.
So
Testbed
did
just
Bells.
jumps up and down slightly and somehow collapses the ceiling into the seed vault.
he's in the seed vault
No.
now.
Testbed, while he's looking, he walks right past this thing, finds what's left of like the desk, like the reception desk that people would have been sat behind to keep an eye on people walking in and out of the garden, like the greenhouse. Opens one of the drawers, finds a set of keys.
Sweet.
I found the adult version of a children's toy.
What?
well done, Testbed.
Testbed, have you been here before? Or been told about where things are stored?
Stares blankly.
Do you know where the entrance to the seed vault is? Like,
I'm just gonna slowly take the keys out of Testbed's hand. Have some concerns.
Ironically, Jen, if you'd rolled better on your survival test earlier and didn't get lost in the solar fields, you would have got here when the wasps were awake.
hey!
See, I actually played it right.
It was planned.
It was all planned. All part of my plan.
Alright. Let's get to this vault that you guys have found.
You're gonna
Got
keep
it
an
all.
eye on the bugs.
No, right. It'll be fine. Just big territorial displays. Just remember that.
Yeah.
But they're asleep right now, so don't bother right.
If they bother us, unload hell.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we go to what we think is the vault.
You make your way down, you find like essentially it's sort of like an elongated monolith of a building made of concrete.
Sure.
Like if you took the middle third of a warehouse.
Okay, I know what you mean. Yeah. I get you.
I assume the keys work.
Yes.
Alright.
Like metal doors this time, so they've not been like taken apart.
I've been eaten by wasps.
The keys do in fact work.
And we can take these back with us probably for a bonus.
You'll have to try a couple keys, but the keys do work.
Alright, remember, we're here for a few samples, seeds, crops, that kind of thing.
Enough for
Grab
evidence.
them.
Because I imagine there's a lot.
Yeah, as much as we can carry.
Just be gentle with them.
Mm.
You just make it into the building. There's no lights on because obviously no electric anymore.
Torches
So it is
on.
Torches.
Obviously there's pitch black in there.
I have a torch.
I have a torch.
I don't remember. Give me a second. Do I have a torch?
This is
I'm
where
talking
I'd equip,
handheld, like electric torch.
this is where I'd equip night vision goggles if I had any.
Yeah. No, I don't. Because
It makes sense for me to have a torch. Though I never. Oh, I do have a flashlight. I did intentionally take that.
yeah, I don't have a torch.
Well,
I don't think I could
any
afford it. If memory serves.
Okay, so you're not just gonna MacGyver yourself a
I
torch.
was wondering, you're gonna MacGyver an electric torch.
It's a critical tool for my MacGyvering, so I have a torch.
How is it? Really?
Is it a light torch or is it like an acetylene torch?
That's a bad idea to have in a seed vault.
Look, if push comes
It's just
to
a
shove,
flashlight, so it's a very, very basic torch.
if push comes to shove, I'm sure at some point he'll MacGyver it into a laser gun.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it. What's
all
the fun in that?
We all knew you were gonna do it.
Uh,
It's where you start using like organic materials to MacGyver that will be really spoiled.
That's what I picture every time he MacGyvers something.
The fuck is that
Alright.
from?
Dan, we descend
Cave
into
of
the vault
Barbarian.
and we
I
look.
remember that.
We're
show.
looking for boxes of seeds.
Good.
Am I the only one with a torch, just to check?
No,
No, I
us
also
two
have torch.
I
Okay.
don't
I
have a
do.
torch. It's me and the robot don't have torches.
Yeah. You. Like, if you. I guess, like, what was it? Is there a search thing or is it just notice?
There is notice. I think it is just notice, actually.
Yeah, I think it'd just be notice then to see if you can find like what exactly it is you're looking for.
All of us again?
Yeah, sure.
There
Okay.
was a form.
I say that delay in it loading where it's like 2 reds for me, and
Boom!
all so like, what?
Yeah, that's what I
It's 'cause
thought.
you rolled a 1 on your exploded dice.
Yeah.
Like it disappeared when you moused over it.
A 13.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Was testbed rolling or?
Oh, what are we rolling? Notice again?
Notice.
Yes.
I got 2 raises, right? If it was just difficulty 4.
Okay, so Opal and Valves. You should be able to find like amongst the many shelves. You'd probably be able to find like one of. You'd be able to find like, oh, this is where the sample of this seed that we were looking for is from one of the seeds. Jax, you can't read it when you pick it up, but you pick up like a booklet full of laminated pages, basically,
Hmm.
and you have no idea what it says.
Other
But
pictures.
when you pass it to somebody who can read, it's an inventory.
Hey guys, I found a book. Will this be helpful?
Good job.
I'll go over. What is it?
No idea, but it's a book. I hand
I'll
it you.
page through and realize it's an index. It's my inventory.
It's an inventory to say, oh, we have these seeds and this number.
What kind of numbers are we looking at? Assuming it's accurate.
Yeah.
So to make sure they've got like a viable sample, to make sure like nothing dies off, or that they don't lose something to an infection in one particular sample. Since obviously seed vaults are meant to preserve seeds for the future, they've probably got about 25, 30 of each seed. Just to make sure like, if germination of one fails, you have backups. If there's a disease like catches some of them, you've got backups.
There's always an extra backup, essentially.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything on that list that looks tasty?
Well, all of this is going to be majorly important, but
Yeah, but anything that'd be like a good. Hey, look, we did what you asked. We've got your inventory full of seeds, and also we brought back a box of.
Potatoes or something.
well, yeah. If we grab something that's like I don't know, potatoes or bananas, and then we take the inventory back to base, and they can have more people come and investigate further.
Yeah.
Alright.
You want
So
to take
our
some
job here
seeds?
was just to locate this vault.
Maybe we should
establish
bring
whether
a
or
bee.
not-
There to make sure it was here.
Yeah, we were making sure it was here, and they said we'd get a nice bit of bonus
Yeah,
if
like
we brought
here
some
and
seeds
intact.
back with us.
Is it
Is
worthwhile searching through this place first? See if there's anything good we can just take off the top.
I mean, we could take some seeds for ourselves.
Take
Should we
some
take-
seeds and maybe some tech somewhere about.
I mean, tech's your standpoint. I don't know anything about tech, I'm afraid.
Oh, yeah, like
Go
maybe
ahead.
I don't
We'll
know.
take a bee.
Does the thing above us like do they have irrigation or like plant things?
We don't want to kill this place.
No, but like stuff that would make our plants grow faster.
Oh, also there might be a if this place ran on some tech, there'd probably be a maintenance base somewhere which have some spare parts, which might be useful.
The question is, could we get? Do you think like these bees would be a good thing to bring back for our farms back in the community?
No,
I
Not
think
for
we're-
wasps, just for bees. Bees are friendly little fellows. They don't care.
Would I count because I'm like saying things because I can't read? Roll notice, Dan.
If you're not actively involved in like the conversation and talking, roll notice.
I like.
Yeah, I was definitely involved there.
Yeah, I said one bit, so I guess
Mine was more an out of character suggestion than
I
an
was
in
very
character
involved.
one. So I guess I'm rolling.
You're
notice this
rolling.
time.
Do it, Testbed.
He passed.
I see. Not as well as before, but I see.
The door's shut and we're all trapped.
It's just a really big wasp.
It's the queen.
Assassinate wasps.
It's the queen wasp. We get attacked by a spider.
I think that's all the notice rolls you're getting.
Okay.
Yeah, we were all too much involved. weren't we?
Fortunately, testbed has a success.
Yep.
So testbed, you wouldn't be able to notice. You wouldn't know what it is, but you can definitely hear something moving just outside the seed vault.
Tarantula.
I can hear something moving just outside the seed vault.
If you say that, I'd immediately whip towards the door.
Start taking aim actions towards the door.
Yep. What we got?
I hope whatever it is friendly.
Stay behind me, Testbed.
Yeah. I'd start moving carefully towards the door.
How
Like-
far does aim stack? Sorry. You keep going.
So, right. What I'll do, I'll very quickly draw. I think so. Let's assume. So let's assume you're in seed vault there.
Yep.
Those are the open doors. And like this entire bit out here is clearing.
Okay, all this is just clear.
Yeah, it's all like the clearing outside.
Okay. So I'd be about there, probably. I was getting close to the door, but wouldn't
Yep.
be there yet.
Where am I?
You're the horse.
So I'm just holding the line of sight this way.
I am behind.
Hey! I love that you're just an icon with a wrench. And where's MacGyver?
Either. Where were we all discussing? So I was especially next to Horse and
McPixel.
Gemma as we were having a group discussion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We are waiting to see if anything happens.
Yeah, can we see outside the door, essentially?
I'm holding aim on the door in case something comes through.
Doesn't seem to be anything coming through. If you give me a second, well, I get an actual thing for this rather than just waiting and drawing something in like last time.
Yeah, it's not like a little circle with a mustache instead. We could use Saoirse's token, but...
So I've got it available.
Awesome.
I like how for all this I've just been carrying around a makeshift cannon.
Yeah, it hasn't broken yet, so you've got this, like, shrapnel gun. How long does it last, actually, outside of, if you don't use it?
Doesn't specify, but I've been just going between sessions or when it makes sense.
Yeah, fair. Like, a few days, probably.
Because technically the last thing I made hasn't broken, but that was last session.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, if you're just aiming at the door, nothing's coming through.
Yeah, I'd be moving towards the door to try and see what it was,
Okay.
essentially.
Feel free to slowly move yourself forward then.
Yeah. I wouldn't be going outside and be peering around when I get to the side of the door if nothing happens up until there.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I'd be getting to here and stopping and having a look.
You can't see anything outside the vault.
Okay. Is there any?
worry.
Is there any? I'm gonna put my hand up and I'm gonna look around. Is there any small object that I could just throw out to make a quick movement outside?
Not unless you want to throw the horse.
I'm not gonna throw the
yes,
whole.
small object.
Or one of the seed boxes. Or anything like that.
It's fine. I might I'll just walk out. It'll be fine.
No.
I'm expendable.
No, you're expendable until you're a medic. So, you know what? I'm gonna take a ration, like a little ration pack, because I bought extras. I'm gonna take it in my hand and just whip it outside the door to make it a fast motion, about what would be head height for a person, in case there's a person trying to shoot, essentially.
Yep.
Does anything pounce on it? Or shoot it?
Something sails through the open door and lands in the grass outside.
Mhm.
But nothing seems to move.
Okay.
If there's no objections and we're not in student order yet, I guess I'm gonna start moving up, post up here, trying to sort of keep aimed through the doorway, looking around for things.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna motion for you to push through, and I'll cover you with the rifle.
Yep. I would be pushing out.
Yep.
I will cover Bane's old spots behind that door,
Yeah.
pointing my cannon at the horse.
Please no.
As you get clear of the door, Bane,
Yeah.
the spider that was perched above
Nope.
it on the roof, essentially swings down and tries to pull you up.
That's a
Oh,
lot
big
bigger than I was
spider.
expecting.
Yeah, it's a giant fiddleback,
Fiddleback. Okay.
also known as the brown recluse.
Yeah, Brown Close. I know that one.
Oh boy.
So this will be, I guess, a fighting roll, or was it?
We'd be fighting probably.
Yeah, unless it's got some kind of special rules, it'll be fighting.
According to my search database, the suggested solution to this problem is burning your house down.
Aye. Yeah, I've also played
Right.
that game.
So obviously this is melee. So Bane, this goes against your parry.
Yep. Misses.
Parry this, you casual!
I did. Hammer parry. Bang. I stopped the, I assume, fangs.
Sorry, that is a lie. That isn't.
Oh.
That is a 9 because it's large.
Ah, yes,
It's
it does.
bigger than you, so it gets +2 against.
Oh, I'm actually bigger than normal, but yeah, I guess it's still even much. Even
Yeah,
so.
This thing is taking up like 60
Yeah, I assume.
tiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's it's been hidden amongst the tree canopies up in the distance.
Yeah.
It's woken up at night, seen you go in, and gone to go and wait in ambush because
Yeah,
that's what
but-
brown recluses do.
They do.
Never mind, I've just realised it's actually 6x6. It's taking up 36 tiles.
Is that an accurate size to this thing? Is this thing actually 80 feet long?
We'll reduce it down.
Yeah, I was about to say, this thing is massive.
It's still massive.
Yeah, it's still very, very big. But yeah, I'm guessing
Yeah,
it's
so would 9
large.
beat your parry?
9 does. My parry is 8.
Okay. So it's the first thing that gets rolled damage against you.
Yeah.
Oh, one hit kill would be hilarious.
Was 300 damage.
Yeah, it literally just keeps
Exploding
exploding. Gets like 120 damage.
Strength plus.
Because yeah, the large thing, it's is it every size category above you it gets a chance to hit, or is it like the big size categories?
I believe so.
Okay.
Like, large get +2 against normal. I assume +1. Like huge would get possibly +3 or +4, and
Yeah. Okay.
the gargantuan get +4 against normal.
Yeah, it's the big.
Presumably +2 against large.
Yeah, it's the big size categories, right? Not like the increments. Gotcha.
Yeah. Can I just? Obviously, it's been a couple weeks. Can I just double check? If it says like strength plus something for an attack, what does it treat strength as? Or
It's
whatever the creature's strength is.
Yeah.
So, for example, my horse has an attack that is strength plus, I think it was D6, and I look at the stats and use the creature's strength.
Yeah.
The creature's strength can be such thing as like D12
say-
plus a number or
I was
D10
gonna say, yeah,
plus
it's
a number
given
of
as dice values, so.
yeah, that's its strength.
Yeah.
It's
Like my
strength, you roll that dice.
Yeah, like my character's strength is a D8.
And is it adding them together, or is it rolling?
I think it adds them
picking
together.
Whichever's highest.
No,
Add
it's
them
added together. That's why it's a plus.
Yeah.
So, and both they can explode.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is potentially going to really hurt Bane.
I'm expecting that. Don't worry.
Ooh.
This isn't. Remember, this is an ambush predator that wants to just get one.
Yeah, this is the
solid
one-hit kill
in.
enemy. Yeah, I get you. 0 damage.
Okay.
Clang! Shit. D12 plus 2, Jesus.
Yeah, obviously, I know it didn't come up this time, but you can still add your exclamation points to your.
Right.
Ds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
forgot about those.
It's
I'm
just-
very happy that that D8 didn't explode.
You should be happy that that D12.
12. Well, no, but that was not even close. The D8 was very close.
Yeah. You should be particularly happy since
Yeah.
brown recluses are very poisonous.
They are very, very venomous. Yes, they are. Yeah, chunks
Right,
into the power
with
armor.
I guess that will be initiative.
Yep.
What's initiative again? Oh, the cards.
It's
isn't
the
it?
cards, yeah.
So, horse, valve. Well, if people want to stick themselves in an initiative tracker, put them down.
Oh yeah, you put the initiative up.
Horse.
Do you have an initiative tracker, or is it just the text we were using last time?
We can just use the text.
I didn't have text last time. I just was going in order on the Roll20.
Oh god, Jack.
Nice. Oh, this horse guy.
Oh, it's guy.
Oh, well.
Part horse, part guy.
All centaur.
Legally married.
Jax.
Who else?
Me. The guy who just got bitten by a spider.
Jax. Spiro Gigante.
El Spiro Gigante.
Spira gigante.
Which is not how you say giant spider in
I know.
Spanish, but
Is Spidere gigante.
Gigante. What actually is spider in Spanish? Give me a sec.
right, there we go.
It's like La Babi Grande all over again.
Giant baby. Arana. Arana Gigante. Big freaking... Many people's nightmare fuel is what this is. I actually like spiders, so...
Right.
Though this one I could pass on.
So yes, initiative.
So it is-
So I believe I'm first here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Queen, Jack, Jax, Opal, El Spidro Gigante.
Oh, that's a good thing. The medic should be last, because then they can heal everyone that's got the shit kicked out of them.
What?
Alright, guys, that's
Yeah.
everything I can do for you.
That's one good shot. I'll take that.
Like, most minions would obviously, extras would only have one, but this is a big thing. It feels like it deserves more than one wound.
Yeah.
Even
Oh, there's
like a wild card.
a lot of things I was seeing is like you get extra wounds for size categories, past medium.
Alright. So, on to Velvez, I guess.
Okay, so this can't go
Remember, this
badly.
thing is like perched above the door.
Yeah.
Oh, above the door. This definitely can't go badly. I'm gonna, with my glass cannon, literally stand underneath the spider and shoot upwards.
No. No.
Boom!
Don't miss and hit the wasps.
Oh god! How powerful is this gun?
Just to check that I've missed this again now. Is it alright if I, before combat, did my jack of all trades go into firearms or shooting again?
It's fine.
Yeah, okay,
You
I'll
had
do
like
it
a turn.
before.
You had like a turn, right? When I
I
was.
failed it anyway. So,
Never mind.
Nope, I don't get it.
The
This
laws.
is gonna go even better.
The laws of futuristic dice.
Yes. You do miss the spider.
That
And
was my jack
Re-
of all. Oh, I was all shooting now.
Yeah, you
okay.
rolled shooting for your jack of all trades for some reason.
Yeah, I will take that then. That's the shooting.
So obviously, when Tom fired his gun, with it being a soul beam gun, there was a slight hum and then the fizz and buzz of burning air. When Velves fired his, there was a large boom as the chemical propellant in the back of his pipe ignited.
Ruh-roh.
And I tossed the pipe away as it's too hot to hold.
Flinch. Oh no.
Is there a tax opportunity in this system, or can I just
Yes.
walk away?
There are.
It will get a free one unless you have any reason that it
Yeah,
doesn't.
because if you wanted to shoot upwards, you would have had to step out of the door.
Yeah, it'd be like
I
next
do
turn.
believe
above it.
you can do it as long as you use your
Yeah.
action and your movement, I believe. I'll have to double check that one.
Okay, so but you moved me underneath. That's fine. I was
Yeah.
wondering why I've suddenly teleported. Thought I misclicked.
Nah, you're fine.
There we go.
That's much
Okay,
more convenient, yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
well, there's people around me,
As
so
if you were shooting upwards at it, you would have had to step out of the door.
Yeah.
Is what I was saying.
okay, yep, that's fine. So as I see there's people around me, so hopefully I'm semi-protected. But I'm not going to do as an action yet. I'm going to start rummaging for my bag, trying to make a new device ready for the next turn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It is
So, Jax.
That's me done.
me. I am going to try to apply bonk to spider.
Sure.
Okay, so how do I do this
You
again?
roll fighting.
Fighting.
You're trying to beat its parry.
No mod. Actually, there is a modifier because size, isn't there? They're easier to hit in melee if they're bigger. I thought that was a thing. That they're tougher, but they're easy to hit.
Yeah, I think that might be it, actually. Yeah, normal sized foes get +2 to attack rolls against them.
Modifier plus
The large.
2. So it gets +2 against me, and I get +2 against it. I'm okay with that. Please roll good.
I think that's how that works.
Crit fail.
Okay, let me check. Oh. Fighting.
Did my hammer just break?
It would be hilarious.
That would be very funny.
Wait, was that a crit fail?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
It's not good, whatever it is.
You want to just climb into its mouth
I'm just gonna
now?
have a quick look at my cheat sheets to see.
Yeah. I didn't write crit fail on my cheat sheet, but I probably should have.
How many quick fails have you had in 2 sessions?
4, I think?
Are they meant to be this common?
I don't think so, but...
No, because you got to think you've got to roll a 1 on whatever your primary dice is, and on a d6.
Double one.
Yeah.
It's actually very unlikely.
Oh, it's
Like,
incredible.
how likely is Snake Eyes on, say, 2d6?
Yeah, mine was on a d6 and a d12, and I got Snake Eyes.
Fair, 1 in 36 chance with 2d6s.
What's the chance with mine?
1 in 12 times 1 in 6, so
6 times 12.
72? No, 74.
1 in 74.
Yeah, so, Bane, what's going to happen
Yep.
is this thing's obviously tried to get at you from above, and you've just sort of swung, and like your servo has gone, your servos are just like you've swung as fast as you can to try and hit it above you.
Yeah.
You have missed, hit the seed vault, and the reverberations have just rattled right the way down your arm, and like essentially just like wrecked your shoulder.
Oh!
You will be getting like -2 to your fighting for the rest of the until
Damn
you
it.
get that fixed.
Yep. Ow!
Like, obviously you can still fight because your servos and your exosuit can help you go push through it, but you
I've
are
dislocated my
not
shoulder.
fighting at your best.
I'm dislocating my shoulder, basically. Ow!
You've most hit this thing so hard that the impact of the reverberations going down have pretty much given you like fractures in your arm.
Yeah. I've cracked the stonework a bit, but it's like, that one hurt.
Right.
That's
Opal.
big.
I'm going to douse my arrow in paralyzing poison
Mhm.
and try and shoot it with the arrow.
Yeah, test pit. I'm gonna need help after this one.
Unless you step like close enough to get out of the seed vault, it will have cover.
Can I get that far?
1, 2, 3. You should be able to. Look, you've got pace.
Sure. I shall do that.
You got pace 6, right? So you can move like 30.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Don't worry,
Half an
Jem. Don't worry, Jem.
Ugh.
The spider's gonna
Okay.
kill us all.
It is now the
Yeah,
turn
I
of El
hope so.
Speedro Gigante. Who very
I
much.
believe it needs to make a spirit test since it's shaken.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that passed.
Yeah, it's only a 4, I believe. Test, so.
Okay, so it passes its thing.
Deletes the shaken, but it is wounded still.
Mm-hmm. What does wounded do for its rolls, or does it not affect its rolls?
I
Minus
think you get-
1, I think.
Yeah, you get -1 for each wound.
Okay.
I think it caps out at
So
3.
it's going to go for Velves because Velves has made the loudest noise when he tried to shoot it with a cannon.
And also it bit me and nothing much happened.
Does 5 beat Velves' parry?
Parry, my parry is, and where the fuck is it on the sheet? Is an
didn't-
impressive
didn't-
2.
Oh,
Sorry.
well, I was about to say, doesn't it have pluses from, you said, size category as well?
Yeah, I think I may have played it wrong the first time. Though it
Okay.
didn't matter because of toughness. I think it's literally it is tougher and harder to hit, but it's easier to attack, but can take more of a beating.
Ah, okay. I know they definitely get toughness
I
bonuses
would
'cause
have to
have.
double check, but
I know that
That's okay,
you'll...
we'll rock with it as it
beating
is for
it.
now, and you can check later.
I know it definitely gets more wounds the bigger it gets. So it can actually take more to kill.
We'll look at it between sessions.
Yeah.
okay, so
Have you got 2? Oh, do you have no fighting at all, actually?
I.
is it -1 to its damage as well?
That I don't know, actually. I'm actually on the injury table. Okay. Wounds. Take 3 wounds. Wound penalties. Suffers mouse penalty to his pace and all trait rolls. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about damage, so I'm assuming damage
Yeah,
is fine.
damage isn't a trait roll.
Yeah. It's just slower and...
Okay, this is potentially going to really hurt.
Good luck, Alistair. Oh, God. Are you dead?
Maybe. Okay, so that's 15 damage. What am I looking at? On
Toughness.
my
Okay,
Minus
right,
sheet?
what is your toughness?
My toughness is 4.
That might have killed you.
Right, so 4, which means it's 11 higher, which is 2 raises.
You're
It's
alive.
1 short of 3 raises.
You're alive!
So each raise causes a wound.
So that's 2 wounds.
Yeah, so the fact that it beat your toughness means that you're shaken. Then each raise causes a wound, so you get 2 wounds.
Over your max 3.
Excellent.
And thankfully, hopefully that's where it stops. But Dan said something about the word poison.
Poison.
Does
Yeah, the-
soak mean anything on my
I
character
need
sheet?
you to make a vigor roll
What?
at
Oh, right.
-2.
Oh, he
Hang
can
on,
soak, maybe.
Yeah,
Well,
I was gonna.
well, So for a soak, you spend a Benny.
Also, what was
You-
your question,
we
Alistair?
do all start with bennies.
Or does soak mean anything when I'm rolling against damage?
Right, so what your soak is you may spend a Benny to roll your soak. For
Yeah, which is
each
rolling
success
vigor
you
to
get,
remove
so
wounds.
beating 4 lets you ignore 1 wound. Getting a raise lets you ignore another wound.
Okay, why not? I'm going to roll a Benny to roll soak to see if that helps. So,
I would.
is that a D4 and a D6 again?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can remember how to
Is your
type
soak a
these.
D4?
Nope.
I think it's willpower, isn't it? Is your...
It's
Oh,
a vigor check.
Oh, is it bigger? Okay.
Yeah, it's vigor, and I believe you still get your
It's
wild
char-
die.
You do still get the wild die.
Yeah, so it's your
Oh.
vigor plus a wild die, which is a D6, I believe, for everyone here.
Yeah.
That's 1 success.
That's a success!
Yes!
So 1
Oh,
wound.
actually, Alistair, that 4 explodes.
That 4 does explode.
You do it again. Definitely do it again.
7
not
there.
quite.
Not quite. That's a shame.
So yeah, you get 1 wound instead of 2 wounds.
Okay, and so that's 1 wound. I'm now shaken, which I need to put some, I'm not sure where. And then you said something down about poison.
You need to make a vigor check at -2.
-3 because you're wounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what this result's gonna be. Oh, damn, I keep forgetting how to.
Hey,
Obviously,
at
you
least.
still have your wild dice, and you still have the chance to explode.
Also, look, at least, Alistair, you're not double wounded going into this anymore.
Actually, I can just click bigger, can't I? Yep, I can just.
Yeah.
And it's -3.
-1.
So I got -3 and a -1. I presume I'm failing this.
Yeah.
-1 isn't the lowest you could roll, so it's not a crit fail.
Okay.
What does poisoned mean?
In this case, the brown recluse is one of the most venomous spiders in the
Oh,
world.
no. Oh god!
Yeah, this is a nasty fucker.
You take an extra 6 damage and 2 levels of fatigue.
He's alive! If
So
he...
that's another wound and 2 levels of fatigue, he said.
Yeah. You need to have this like fixed within an hour, or you take more damage.
Is there anything I can use my bennies on to negate any of that?
Nope.
You already
Okay.
did.
You could use your Benny to re-roll the vigor check.
Oh, you could.
I don't
actually.
think that's gonna help.
Yeah, you could actually. Tom's right.
He can't physically make it without exploding. So...
But he could
well, it's gonna be-
explode.
I could explode. Let's see what happens. That's definitely not any of the stuff I wanted to roll.
Because obviously, is it 3 bennies everybody starts with?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Per session.
-3 again. I presume the Benny doesn't negate
You
that
can't
-3.
just click where it says Vig on your character sheet, you know.
Yeah.
Is that a -6?
Even better.
That's a -5 and a -6.
God.
Wait, how do you get negative
I-
5 on a d4 with -3?
I'm more
Oh,
impressed by
wound
the...
penalty.
Wound penalty, yeah.
It may have added the wound penalty in twice there. 'Cause it's 2 -2 -2 -3.
Yeah, so in that case...
It's added wound and fatigue, because
Ah,
right,
okay.
Ah.
you wouldn't have had the
But you
fatigue,
wouldn't have the teeth. Well, it's still
or even
does-
the extra wound.
Still not
prior to
passing.
this, so-
Yeah,
so
it's
yes,
still...
you are on this.
Still not passing, however. No, that was a 2 plus. That's a 2. Was that a crit 2? What are you saying? Why is 2 in green for that 5? Oh, modifier. That's why. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yep. So I failed that. So I got all the poisons.
You're
And owie.
Ow.
Okay, now it's test bed.
Which one just got poisoned and ate massive?
Elves, the
Yeah.
scientist. You will need to fix him, otherwise.
Well, that's priority work right here.
Oh, I just
So
realised.
let's just go do that. I
Okay.
should drag him out first, but I don't think I have the capacity.
He can move.
When he's
No,
not
as in,
being...
as in, I don't think I have the movement to like move him out. So
Yeah, it was 6 of his movement just to get there.
Oh, you right? Okay, sorry.
yeah. So I guess I'll just fix him here. It's fine. I assume it's a healing roll.
In the teeth
Yeah.
of the spider.
Yeah, it's one of those where brown recluses are necrotic.
Yes.
Like, they cause tissue necrosis, so if it doesn't get fixed, he ends up rolling on the injury table.
He's gonna be rotting his body away.
In a minute, he's
Is
going to
that-
get bitten again and roll on the injury table anyway.
So do I just roll healing? Is that what this is?
Yeah, you need to make a healing check
Eh.
at -2.
Oh, by the way,
At -2. Okay.
Okay, so 6, so no raise.
No
by the way,
worries.
quick question for you, Dan. Since my character has regeneration, will my shoulder eventually get better on its own at like the end of the day? If I don't get it
I'll
treated?
say it'll be better by the end of the fight.
Okay,
You have your negatives at this fight.
gotcha. Okay.
But yes, so you do succeed on that, and you manage to, like, essentially, you manage to clean his wound out. You manage to, like, very quickly just get over and stick what essentially amounts to a plunger onto his wound to suck the poison out.
You tourniquet him and...
Okay, so that means do I recover anything yet, or?
No, but you are no longer in danger of taking more poison damage.
yeah.
Excellent, I think.
Mild concern. Do not get bitten by spiders. You might be allergic.
You might be
You
allergic.
don't say.
You might be allergic to 1 foot long fangs sinking into you. Yeah.
The database isn't updated very well. Okay.
I think a
I'm
15-foot
accessing-
spire. I think a 15-foot spire isn't in most databases, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm accessing Google, and Google's been down for years.
Testbeds. Testbeds, subscribe to Fun Spider Facts.
Testbed's on Internet Explorer still.
Yeah, is that all you're doing with your action?
Is there
That's
anything
just-
else
oh,
I can
yeah.
do? I
He-
Not if
moved.
you hadn't declared it first, but
Yeah.
I moved.
In that
I
case-
healed the guy. I don't
Boss
know what
guy.
else I can do.
Oh, we have to roll
Yeah.
initiative again, don't we?
yeah, I think
thought
you
it-
do actually.
I thought-
It's not roll, but yes.
Draw initiative, not roll. You know what I mean.
Deal cards.
Yeah.
Can remember last time I
You
got
have
a...
a chance of drawing a joker. You have a chance
Yeah.
of getting
Okay.
doubles. Like that.
Elves.
Joker!
Fun spider fact. Not all
So
spider
everybody
bites
gets
are
a
deadly.
Benny because Joker's wild,
Yay! Oh, I already had 4 written down. Convenient.
and Joker gets to just choose when they go.
Yep. At any point, even during their turn.
Wait, so the crippled poison guy's now got.
It means you can
Joker.
get the hell out of
Literally
there.
go whenever you want. You can
Whenever.
even interrupt other people's turns.
Yep.
And you have an extra Benny with which to,
Oh,
soak
so
up
I've
a
gained
wound.
one Benny.
Everybody gained a Benny because Joker's wild.
Yep.
Does
Yep.
the Joker give any advantages to my own turn?
You can do more
If
damage.
you have edges that let you.
Oh, no, it
yes,
does.
Pluses. There's pluses. I've just
right.
got to quickly look it up.
I think it's +2.
Joker card, plus 1 Benny for all wild card team, +2 in all trait and damage rolls. Can act any time during the round. Shuffle all the deck next round.
Yeah.
If the Joker game.
Okay.
Because the stuff got recalled but didn't get shuffled.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get +2.
So I get +2. I'm gonna go first then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god, I'm going after
And
spider shit.
I've got a movement of 6 still, is it?
You're wounded, so it gets slower.
Yeah, you can obviously bigger to soak damage.
What's
bigger,
my
but
current movement then with 2 wounds and 2?
4? It rolls like
Poison.
1, I think.
-4.
So I can move twice. Okay.
Yeah, 2 squares.
No, it's minus.
Well,
It's
he's
minus.
got-
Oh, he's got the
He's
fatigue
got
as well.
2 fatigue and 2 wounds.
Yeah, I forgot about the fatigue.
Okay, so I'm gonna
It's not about
do.
movement. My
Movement-
mistake. You've
Oh.
got 4 movement.
I've got 4 movement. Okay. Okay, so I've got 4 movements, and it's not an action to move. It's just
Yeah,
3.
Yep.
Okay.
They can bite you potentially.
But you might want to use
Oh, it's just an action to
Disengage.
D&D terms disengage.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 actions then. Do I have to roll anything to disengage?
I don't think Leo, unless he has a trait for it. I assume.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, so my first action is I'm gonna move 4 times, and presume there's places I can move here with a disengage. And then in my bag of random shit, I'm going to ignore the gunpowder, ignore the broken glass, and get out my medical kit and try and patch up more of my wounds. And I'm going to spend a use of my healing kit.
Mhm.
So that's +2, -2.
-2 for the extra action.
Oh yeah, -2 for the extra action. Do I get a minus for having wounds on myself as well?
I believe so.
Probably.
Last time it auto applied, so
Yeah.
I just get +1 here because of the medical kit. I'm gonna Benny that because fuck that.
Fucking is 0, yeah.
Hey, it's been better than what I've been getting.
It's better than the -6.
Well, that's about the same. So
You got
get-
have you got the +2 from Joker? And
lost
the +1
it from
your-
the doing 2 actions.
Yeah, it just
Oh,
neutralized
but you
that.
got a -2 for doing 2 actions.
Yeah.
What are they
'Cause I thought
putting?
You are out of the spider's reach now, at least.
You're not in its
Yeah.
fangs anymore.
And then I'm gonna cower.
Yeah. Fair.
So Valves is gone.
Just you're not wearing any armor either, are you?
Opal is next.
I didn't expect it to be me. I'm going to try and do what I did last time.
Yep.
But by the looks of poison, this isn't going to work. But fuck it, we have to try.
It might. Spiders are capable of being venomated as well.
Poison.
Oh, come on!
Never mind.
No.
Okay.
You Benny in that?
I mean, you do have a bunch of bennies. You can re-roll it if you want.
You've got
And it's
4.
near
You're
10
right,
o'clock.
actually.
Presume it's ending soon.
Yeah, you've
I
got
can
4.
re-roll it. Yeah, you're right. I forgot. No, I just forgot. It's on me.
Oh, so I've got 10 minutes left.
Yeah, Yeah, we'll be ending after this fight.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on!
It's so long.
So close!
Oh, rolls today.
Jeb, you've rolled a
Right.
3 every single time. Jesus Christ.
Horse, Tom.
Yes,
Kill it.
it is my time. Shooting. Where is the shooting?
Split size are all one of them. I actually think Brandon could have
I'm
one
gonna
eye.
Benny that.
Jesus Christ.
There we go.
Finally!
Oh, we actually got a pass.
You succeed. You hit.
Hooray!
Yeah, he's gonna roll 2 for damage or something stupid. There we go!
There we go.
That's probably it dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that beats its toughness by
A lot.
4 raises.
4 rates. That'd have killed him.
It had toughness 10, so 16
Yeah.
out of 10. So you
That'd
have
kill the dragon.
successfully killed the spider.
That'd have killed a dragon.
Nice.
You take one more shot, more or less lining up with the previous burn mark, and there's a much louder hum in your hand as your gun just draws quite deeply from the energy reserves of its battery, and your beam just lances all the way through.
Ah.
Right.
Thank-
If that diversion's quite over with,
Yeah, I'm just gonna reset my shoulder.
I think you should probably have the test bed look at that, but
I'll be fine in an hour or so.
Bells, are you okay?
We should probably
I
call.
think-
Well, I'll let you do the conversation, then we will call it there.
Yeah.
With the sound of angry buzzing in the air.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What? That was a bad idea, I think.
Yeah, you okay?
Yep.
alright, I think you should get back in here, though.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Let's
Everyone get in, we'll close
Close
up the
the
doors.
I mean,
Does
how
anyone
far
have-
are we from the exit?
not as
We'll
far
work
as
that
the
later.
wasps are to us.
Well, no, but if we lock ourselves in here, we're dead.
We're not dead, we're just taking a break.
Yeah, we need to go wait an hour or
Yeah,
so.
like-
We can sleep
The-
for the night.
The wasps will get bored eventually.
Yeah, but
That's
doesn't
it.
mean they leave.
Yeah.
They live here.
Well, I want to close this door. You either step inside or you stay out there.
Fine.
Yeah. Closing.
Still-
It would
should
be more
run.
equivalent to me being in a coma.
You close and lock the door. I assume the exosuit gets powered off and just take a rest to
Yes.
try and wait for the wasps to go.
Yeah, pretty much.
And potentially, if you need to, you give test bed your soul batteries in the morning to get him up
Well, I
long
assume
enough to
Bells
charge.
gets healed.
It's
Yeah.
4 days, isn't it? If you
How much healing am I able to actually, or am I able to actually do with the robot? Helping as well.
I got good healing.
Oh yeah,
So,
it's golden hour,
obviously-
isn't it?
Fatigue returns at 1 level per day of rest. So,
Oh,
but your wounds can be fixed.
Yeah, it's gold. It is in golden hour, right?
so imagine
Day
if
of
both
rest.
mine and the robot's healing, imagine we can just have a bit of a short rest and those wounds would disappear after enough checks.
Yeah.
At worst, we can slink the scientist over the back of the horse and we'll just let him sleep it off.
But yeah, from what I can see, the thing I'm looking at for this spider, yeah, lost fatigue returns at 1 level per day of rest. Presumably
Did
because
you say
it's
on the spider?
presumably because it's poison-induced fatigue.
Oh, I found.
Where? We can talk in a minute. But where are you getting this spider from? Because I don't think you're getting it from the same book as this.
Uh,
I'm not obviously looking up the stats. I just
Yeah.
know.
I found the healing, by the way. It's golden hour. Character may only attempt to heal wounds on a patient once within the hour they were sustained.
And 1 level per hour gets healed for recovery. But I assume there's something about this poison, right?
Oh, yeah, because the robot's not healed me yet, because he was just removing the poison.
Yeah, I already
Fact.
dealt with the poison.
Oh, he didn't
Yes, you
actually do the
could try
healing
and
roll.
do the actual heal on me then.
Like, I guess I now get to do my healing roll.
Yeah,
Let's see how this goes.
Right.
it's
That's a
pass.
pass.
That's 1 pass, so I heal 1 wound, and I think I get stuck with the other one until the next hour. Which we can pick up next time.
yes, yeah, we'll call it there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think you have to naturally heal after that first one, actually.
may just be a day again, but I'll...
Yeah, something. Because I know I heal faster because I've got regen. That's like a thing, so... But yeah, if we're calling it there, that was a lot of fun, honestly. I love that, but I've got to go now. So,
Yes.
thank you guys for the game, I guess. Thanks, Dan, for being an awesome GM. Thanks everyone else for making me laugh a ton, and the audience, the bits that were here. So, to the audience, I'll be back on tomorrow playing something. I don't remember what, but see you guys. Have a fantastic evening. As soon as you keep playing the games, keep it awesome. You guys are the best students to Twitch. See you tomorrow, and good night!